chances. Anything could happen. Wisdom's your advantage. If you really want it, go and face the challenge. Flight a new horizon. Find another passage.
4-5 through the air. McGlinchey trying to block. Here comes the rush from Lewis. Downfield, he's got him! Caught! What a grab! Franklin!
If you really want it, go and take your chances. Anything could happen. Wisdom's your
Woo! First primetime game of the year. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope your Monday has been well. Might have been all right. Work took a little longer than I would have wanted it to, but we are here now on Monday night. It's a gorgeous 62 degrees in the Mile High City. My name is Branson Smith, and I'm coming at you live from my bedroom, very detached from the Mile High City. Hope everyone is having a great night. It's going to be an interesting game. Bengals are without Joe Burrow. He's got turf toe, really bad turf toe. He's got surgery on it. It's going to keep him out for a couple of months. Now, Jake Browning's not a bad backup quarterback to have, but he doesn't have that elevation factor that a guy like Joe Burrow has. So we're going to see Cincinnati certainly lean on guys like Chase Brown. We are going to see the Bengals lean on guys like Jamar Chase, and it's going to be these dynamite skill position players for the Cincinnati Bengals that are going to try to get Jake Browning going. I imagine we're going to see some short stuff just to get Jake Browning's confidence up. And going against a Broncos defense that has looked in shambles these last couple of weeks. I mean, we've seen, we saw them give up God knows how many yards to Daniel Jones and the Colts. And we've seen them blow 2 leads in back-to-back weeks, so we're going to have to see if this Broncos defense can rebound. Of course, they are still without Dre Greenlaw, who was on injured reserve. Broncos are going to be leaning on the man, Pat Surtain. They are going to be leaning on their front seven to be, that is the Broncos' bread and butter, is going to be that front seven. But the real question coming in tonight is, can Bo Nix figure it out? Can this offense get it figured out? Because this Broncos offense has not been good so far this year. They've shown flashes at times. It almost feels like we're talking about the preseason here right now, where you see these flashes and you're like, wow, this team can be really good. And we've had 2 huge letdown losses that you don't love to see, but they're things that are going to come, and we're going to see if the Broncos can right the ship tonight. We are 10 minutes from kickoff officially, and I think it's going to be an amazing game. I think this is set up to be a pretty good game. I obviously hope that Denver's able to come out on top of this thing. If that's not the case, it happens, obviously. I mean, the Broncos have already lost twice this year. We're coming off of back-to-back losses, so I'm going to be here for all of it. Unfortunately, did miss week 1, obviously. I was coming home from girlfriend's cousin's wedding. They consider each other's sisters, so very cool. Unfortunately, did miss the season opener, but we're here 3 weeks in a row now, and yeah, I'm excited. I am very excited for this one. I've been waiting for this all week. Broncos are going to be on a short week next week, so it's going to be interesting to see what Denver does. It's going to be one game. I really think that for Denver, this is going to be the game that sets the tone for the rest of the year. If you come out flat and you lose this thing, 1-3, I mean, I think it's safe to say that it's going to be a bit of a rough go at it. Bo has looked like he's in a sophomore slump up to this point in the season. I'm not calling it yet. If he comes out and drops a dud this week, I don't think I can say that Nix isn't in a slump any longer. But, I mean, we can go look at his season stats so far. Obviously had the rough start against the Titans, played a really good game against the Colts, minus what ended up being a game-losing interception on a ball he just completely whiffed. And then the Chargers wasn't nearly as well. Bo didn't really show up in those clutch situations that you wanted him to against the Chargers. And so far on the season, completing 64% of his balls, 535 yards. He's got 5 touchdowns to 3 picks. So not the most abysmal start I think we've ever seen, but we've definitely seen better. It's better than last year to a degree. I mean, it took until week 4 for Bo to throw his first career touchdown, so it's gonna be interesting. I think the Broncos do have a chance against this Bengals defense. I mean, we go back and we pull up, what was it? Bengals versus Browns. That's the game we're looking for. That 17-16 win that they barely squeaked out. Now, I know the points are going to look good here, but they let Joe Flacco throw for 290 on him. And that's the Browns offense isn't even a very good offense. And if you're letting Joe Flacco go for 290 on you, now granted he did throw 2 interceptions and the Browns couldn't get the run game going, but the Browns haven't really been able to run the ball all year as is at this point. Bengals offense didn't even look that good with Joe Burrow in the game. So, I mean, if you've got a degraded Bengals team without Joe Burrow coming into the Mile High City, I think this is a game that the Broncos can definitely walk away with a win. I definitely think Denver's got a chance to walk away with a win here. Been a rough start to the season, but Denver definitely has a chance to right these early wrongs and come out of September at 500. And if you can come out at 500, I think you're doing okay. Obviously, you could be doing better. Denver's lost multiple winnable games by less than a touchdown in 2 combined games. But that's the way the ball rolls sometimes. We'll see if the defense can hold a little better today. I expect it's going to be just a great matchup to watch between Surtain and Chase. I'm excited. Let me know if you're excited. Like and subscribe. So, shameless plug. Obviously, we're all on YouTube to make number go up. But I'm also in it for the love of the game. I love football. I love the Broncos. It's going to be great. Let me know how you're feeling in chat. And yeah, we are probably just under 6 minutes to kick off. I got the trusty Mario tumbler that's been in just about every stream, I think, since the start of time. Man, it's sometimes that I wish I had the time to be a baseball YouTuber too, because if I got to call Mariners games, like Mariners playoff games, I could, hypothetically. Obviously, Mariners have the bye, but like, for shits and giggles, maybe we call a Mariners playoff game. It's the first time they've won the division in God knows how long. They've got the bye to the AL in the 2 seed. So I'm excited to watch the Mariners try and actually do something in the goddamn playoffs, man. I am very excited. I'm excited for a lot of things, but tonight I am excited for Broncos football. Sunday did not feel correct without the Broncos making me sad. Alrighty, so yeah, we're like 5 minutes from kickoff. I am gonna run to the pisser real quick. I need to start a piss counter. Like, I need to start one, because I go take a piss so often during games. So, I don't know. I'm rambling. I need to pee. Stare at my dog. I'll be right back. All right. We're back. They're doing the national anthem as we speak. I don't have my headphones on yet. Let me fix that. Should I wear a hat? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Where's my hat? Where is my hat? I know you're somewhere, you bitch. Unless it's not, and unless I buried it after moving. That would be incredibly unfortunate, actually. Is this it? No, that is not it. Hang on, Chad, I'm looking for a hat. Oh, God. Okay, let's try and navigate this somewhat. Let's try and navigate this, my God. Okay. Like, I have a hat that I like. No, it's not. Where the hell did I get it? Oh, I got it. I got the hat. Chat, I found it. Chat, I found it. Now I gotta not die getting back. I've got one of those hammock chairs, like, in front of my closet, because there's nowhere else, like, good for it to go, so... Okay, hang on, let me get the hair out. Despite the fact that I cut my hair, I kept too much of it because I like my hair. Sue me. Alright, hat's on. Hair in my ear, that's usually a little less than ideal. Gorgeous. Alright. I look sexy as hell like this, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I look sexy as fuck like this. You know, men can't admit it, but this is the peak. This is peak masculinity. Alright. We're about a minute from kickoff now. About a minute from kickoff. It is gonna be great. Pretty sure I lost all of my chat when I was grabbing a hat, so that's really unfortunate. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay. About a minute from kickoff now. I have found my hat. I feel great. I'm wearing the blue Sertan jersey tonight, so I match the Broncos. That automatically means we're going to win the fucking game. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, matching jersey, automatic win. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Oh, man. No, I'm excited. I've been waiting for the game all week, obviously. I've already done, like, my whole pregame spiel. I went live a little earlier than I usually do, like, before a game. I usually go live about 5 minutes before, but I think I went live, or like 10 minutes before. I went live 15 before. I'm gonna spit out my little pouchy. I gotta be able to use my mouth properly, mate. Hang on, let me. Ooh, extra height. Booster seat. All right, I'm gonna adjust the camera a little bit, assuming it wants to work with me. Come on, please. Please. Bless us, Kitsune Luigi. Bless us, Kitsune Luigi. The Broncos are gonna win. Matching jersey, Kitsune Luigi. We're gold. We're golden. That's it. Broncos by 50. All right, we are gearing up for kickoff, as we said in the pregame. Beautiful night for football in the city of Denver, Colorado. It's going to be great. I'm excited. Moments from kickoff, and I mean mere seconds. Here we go. Broncos will be kicking this one off. Will Lutz getting ready to tee from the right side of the 35. Ball is in the air, and we are underway in Denver. It's going to be fielded in the end zone and run out now to the 20-25, and he's down at the 30. They might call him just across. And we're going to see Jake Browning come out. 8 career starts, 15 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. Reminds me of a 2020 Drew Lock. Except maybe a little better. 69.9 completion percentage for him. 4-4 as a starter. Broncos defense is going to be dealing with a handful in those Bengals skill position players. Here we go. It's going to be Browning in a pistol with a tight end offset. We're going to see another one come offset on the line. Broncos showing blitz here. They bring 5. Browning in the pocket. Browning going to check it down to Chase Brown, and that will be incomplete. Threw it wide of him. And that's how the ball game starts. 2nd and 10 now for Cincinnati. Incompletion to start things off. Looking for Chase Brown in the backfield. Brandon Jones in coverage. It's like oh, we got a flag down. We had a flag come in. They called it a hold on Denver, so never mind on the... Never mind. It's going to be an automatic first down now from the Denver, or from their own 35. Apologies. It's going to be a stack left. Gun formation now for Browning. Browning, it'll be a fake handoff screen out to Chase Brown, and what a tackle by Jaquan McMillan. Able to fight through a block for a loss of 1. And it's like I was saying earlier, the Bengals are going to try and get a bit of a short passing game going to try and get Jake Browning a little bit of confidence in the passing game, get him some easy completions, and that's exactly what they were looking to do there. Trying to get, oh my god, I can't think of his name. Trying to get Chase just loose with a blocker. So here we go, 2nd and 11 now from the 34. Browning once again in the gun. He's got 3 receivers to the right side of the set. Brown with the snap, Browning. Broncos bring 4. It's a screen over to Chase Brown. Breaks the tackle. And the Broncos aren't going to let him get a first down. It's a gain of 9. There's another flag down. It's a gain of 9 if it stands. A gain of 10 if it stands. And we'll see what the flag is this time. 14:05. Flag's been picked up. It's a gain of 10. Chase Brown able to break a tackle there and gets dragged down a yard short. It's going to make it 2nd and 1, or 3rd and 1, excuse me, now for Cincinnati. Already in the huddle, seeing something a little heavier there. He's got, I couldn't read. Ivasias, I believe, and Drew Sample. It's going to be a bit of a split set. Bengals run a sneak. Do they get it? And he does. He needed 1. He got 2. It's going to be a new set of downs for Cincinnati. So Broncos unable, man. Broncos with an early holding penalty on the drive. It was an incompletion to Chase Brown. Would have been 2nd and 10. Instead, automatic first down. Bengals are able to convert on 3rd and 1. And they near midfield. Now at their own 46, it's going to be another gun set. 2 receivers stacked on the left side. Browning, it'll be a handoff to Chase Brown. Going straight up right side. It's going to get tackled short of midfield. Gain of 3 to the 49-yard line. Make it 2nd and 7 now. Tackle by Singleton. Whew. Not a lot happening now between plays, so you gotta give me a little bit of grace here, all right? Still getting warmed up. 12:44 on the clock. Now it's going to be an offset I form for Browning. Going to motion number 80 across left side formation. Browning, play action. Browning, deep drop. Browning winding up, looking for Chase. Broken up by Brandon Jones. Broncos defense able to sniff out that deep ball. And it's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 6 now for Cincinnati. Broncos brought 4 on that. You had Surtain in man coverage. Brown able to, God, I can't. Jamar Chase able to get Surtain turned around, but he had help over the top there with Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones bantering a little bit at the end of the play. 3rd and 6 now from the Cincinnati 49-yard line. Browning in the gun. Gonna motion number 80 in. Now, here's the snap. Browning, no drop. Browning looking, caught. Jump ball looking for T. Higgins, and he's able to get above Riley Moss. And that's going to be another new set of downs for Cincinnati. Another third down conversion on this possession. That's just a little sideline fader out there. I mean, 80's going to, motion in for an inside release. Turns into an out route. Riley Moss unable to get up there on that fade. It is great coverage. I mean, Moss is just plastered on the guy. Unable to make it. So 1st and 10 now at the Denver 31. Browning in the gun, takes a snap. Short drop, able to find a guy over the middle, and Broncos unable to get him down until he's got a gain of 9. That is Tinsley, number 82 for Cincinnati. Nobody covering up in the middle there, and that's why the Broncos went out and signed Dre Greenlaw, who, of course, is on injured reserve. So you've got Singleton, who follows the running back there. Singleton just unable to react fast enough. So it'll be 2nd and 1 now from the Denver 21. Browning in the gun once again. Tied formation. Browning. It will be a handoff. Chase Brown up the middle. Hit by Singleton. And that's another Cincinnati first down. Gain of, I believe, 4 on that one. And Cincinnati driving. 4 minutes off of the clock now as the clock ticks down under 11 minutes. Bengals now in the red zone. I'm popping a pouch in. I don't know, dude. This Broncos defense just not it has not looked as advertised in this first month of the season, man. Like, they look good against Cam Warden. Who else? Split set for Browning now. Got an up man there. It'll be a handoff going left side. Chase Brown gonna get turned around in the backfield, but able to scamper forward for a gain of 2. Dondre Tillman had him dead to rights in the end zone, or in the back, oh my god, behind the line of scrimmage, but Chase Brown able to wiggle by him and dive forward for a gain of 2. Bengals mounting a drive so far inside of the Denver red zone now. The snap will come from the Denver 14. Browning and another split set. Brown and Sample in the backfield. Jamar Chase alone on the left side. Here's the snap. 3-step drop for Browning. Browning looking, and he's got T. Higgins, who almost breaks out of a tackle. Takes 3 Broncos to knock him down. That's going to set up a 3rd and short here. 3rd and 2, gain of 6. Broncos looking to hold Cincinnati now to a field goal and get their offense onto the field. Clock below 10 minutes now in the first quarter. Bengals mounting a long drive here. Broncos defense now looking to shut it down. 9:30 and counting on the clock. 3rd and 2 now from the Broncos. We'll call it 12. 12 and a few inches. Another split gun set now for Browning. Sample to his right. Broncos show blitz. Broncos bring 5. Browning looking corner, and he doesn't have it. Higgins on Moss. Ball wasn't close, and that will set up 4th and 2. And we'll see what the Bengals do here. Doesn't seem like. Yep, field goal unit going to come on. Bengals looking for early points in this ball game now. So, bend but don't break from the Broncos has kind of been the theme all season. Unfortunately, they bent too many times and broke in some crucial moments. It's going to be money, Evan McPherson. He's only got 1 miss for field goal attempts under 30 yards. This will be 26 yards from the right hash. The snap, the hold, and the kick is good. Right down Broadway, 3-0 Cincinnati. So it'll be the Broncos offense turn here coming up in just a few moments. ABC is going to be taking a quick commercial break. 3-0 after the first possession. I'm still not impressed by the Broncos defense right now. I'm going to be 100%. I mean, it just feels like every game, up to this point in the season, like they just leave so much to be desired. Passing game kind of got picked apart there. That last incompletion was just a straight-on miss from Browning trying to get a jump ball to Higgins, just sailed it. Broncos defense is able to hold, credit where credit's due, but it just does not feel like the defense that we were advertised during this first month. Like, I hate to say it, but it really doesn't have that feel, if that makes sense. We are in commercial break. You're not missing anything after the first possession, so don't you worry about that. Bengals lead 3-0 in Denver after the first possession. Yeah, I'm going to feel a certain type of way for a minute until I see the defense, like, really just shut a team down. Like, they did the Titans, but even then, like, it felt a little suspect against the Titans. For some reason, like, the defense wasn't able to force a turnover on Cam Ward. They didn't get their first pick until last week on a weird bobbled ball that just got tipped into the arms of Brandon Jones. I'm a little sus about the defense right now. I am not feeling great about the defense right now. And maybe I'm being a little too doomer, okay? Like, maybe I'm being a little too doomer, but I just haven't loved what I've seen from the defense so far. I'm apprehensive to be optimistic about the offense right now, going into this first drive. Because I feel like the Broncos can never start a game fast offensively. Like, it's just written in the laws of the universe ever since they won a Super Bowl that they're just not allowed to start fast on offense. All right, 3-0 Cincinnati. We are back in Denver. I'm going to go full screen on YouTube TV again. McPherson getting ready to kick this thing off. It'll be from the center. Camera angles are doing me no favors right now. Thank you, broadcast angles. Come on, Broncos. Make this blue look good. It's going to be 2 men back for the Broncos. It'll be Harvey and Mims. That's kind of been the combo all season. Here's the kick, and it will be fielded by Harvey at the goal line. Harvey going down the left side, 20, 25, and gets bolted down at the 29-yard line, and that is where the Broncos will start. Bo Nix coming out, aforementioned stats. As I mentioned, 535 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Coming off what could have been a Rookie of the Year campaign any other season, and now Bo Nix trying to really stay out of a sophomore slump, trying to keep the narratives down. 9:03 to go here in the first quarter. It's going to be an I set now with a fullback skewed right. Nix going to motion Franklin across the formation, going left side. It'll be a handoff to Dobbins. Dobbins patient. Dobbins, a little bit of a jump step, trying to get forward, find a hole, and he will gain 3. Bengals saying the ball came out. Refs are saying he was down. 3-yard pickup there by J.K. Dobbins. Set up 2nd and 7 for Denver. It's going to be a gun set for Nix. Dobbins to his left. You've got Mims and Sutton on the right side. Bryant and now Dobbins on the left side of the formation there. Nix now in an empty set. Nix, quick drop. Nix pumps. Now Nix has to roll. Nix going to his right side, looking, and he's got a guy. And that is going to be Marvin Mims for a gain of about 5 or 6. It's going to set up 3rd and short. Nix just immediate pressure there from that left side. I believe that might have been Hendrickson, but I didn't get a good look at the number. And of course, my first chatter is some bullshit. It's always the bots, man. It's always the bots. Of course. All right, single back set now for the Broncos. 3rd and 2. Harvey in the backfield. Nix audible, 2 seconds on the play clock, and Broncos are going to have to burn a timeout on their 3rd play of the game. 7:36 to go. Nix unable to get the message to the rest of the offense now. Broncos offense looking a little sloppy here. First timeout of the first half. Burned on their 3rd play of the ball game. Broncos still seem to be looking a little slow. Just getting out of huddles and stuff. It's not the preseason anymore, guys. Come on. Man, I ranted about it during my little instant reaction last Sunday. The Broncos were abysmal on third down last week. Another single back set now for Knicks. 3rd and 2. We're going to see a motion out of Mims. And a toss out to Harvey going right side. Harvey looking for a hole, and Harvey able to fight forward barely. They might call it no gain. It looked like a gain of 1 with a second and triple effort. They're going to call it no gain. 4th down. And it's a 3 and out for the Broncos offense. Feels like we've been saying that all season. 3 and out. Hoi bok choy, what's good? Let's go Broncos. Man, I wish. Nobody on that Bengals defense was fooled by whatever bullshit the Broncos were running. It'll be Crawshaw on now to punt. Snap coming from their own 38. Crawshaw gets it off. Booming kick into the night. And it's going to bounce into the end zone. Bengals are going to have it at their own 20-yard line. We can't lose to Cincinnati with the Eagles next week. Oh, fully. We had a flag down here. We're going to see what this is. Nix is grabbing his helmet. Now he's putting it down, so we'll see what it is. Might be on Denver. Zach Taylor looks confused. Once again, we got a flag. Looks like a holding call on somebody. Can't really tell who it's on with the way he's pointing until he actually says something, but the refs are talking to Zach Taylor. What's the call? It's holding on Cincinnati. It's going to back that out to the 10. So Bengals are going to have it in rough field position. We're going to get a timeout now. We're going to go to commercial break. Don't go anywhere. You are watching Crushin' It. 6:48 to go in this first quarter. I'm going to run and grab a little more water because I kind of drank most of it before we went to stream. And I don't know, maybe I'm going to say a prayer or I'm going to perform a fucking exorcism to get the demons out of Denver because my God. Oof. Alrighty. Let's maybe not put my water right in the camera. Still in commercial break. We're not missing anything. What the fuck kind of ad is this? My God, they're running Join Ice ads? Nah, fuck that shit, dog. I'm sorry, I don't get much into my personal beliefs here, but dog, if you're advertising to join ICE, come on, man. Nah, fuck that shit. Still in commercial break. I'm watching a Dodge ad right now. It's great. Oh yeah, well, okay, it's not Dodge anymore. It's Ram. It's Ram. Alrighty. Broadcast is back. Believe, man, I'm trying. I'm trying to goddamn believe, man, but it's rough. It's a little rough right now. We're showing the Broncos ownership group on the camera right now. Hi. I am saddened to now be 3-1. Oh yeah, no, Colts Man, Colts let Tutu Atwell get loose. Here we go. Browning in the gun. Chase Brown to his left side. It'll be a handoff going up the middle there. And good hold by the Bengals offensive line. Gain of 5 up to the 15 for Chase Brown. Tackle there by the linebackers. I believe that was Strnad and Singleton finally closing in. Yeah, how you doing, Ender Game Show? Hope your Monday's going well. Hey, you're still 3-1, though. That's better than a lot of teams can say, man. Here we go. 2nd and 5 from their own 15. Single back set. Chase going from right to left. Going to stack over with Higgins. Now they're going to change play. Browning going to jump back into the gun. 6 on the play clock. 5. Broncos show pressure. Broncos bring pressure. Going deep. Looking. Unable to find Jamar Chase. Flag down. Riley Moss in coverage. And it looks like they're going to get him for a flag there. I really didn't see anything. But they're going to call pass Bro. It's PI against Riley Moss. So that is, I believe now, 2 times we've said Riley Moss's name, not necessarily for penalty. Mitchell fumbled the ball at the goal line. Fuck. That's rough. Yeah, it's bad. All right, hell. So the Bengals get a big gain out of a pass interference call on Riley Moss. Now it's a 1st and 10. It's going to be a gun set now. Bit of a stack on the left side. Handoff to Brown out of a draw. Broncos defense able to get some shove, and it's going to be hemmed into a short gain there. Gain of maybe 2. Mitchell didn't lose us 2 touchdowns. We would have won. Bro cost us 2. Damn. See, I didn't watch much of the Colts game. I think I was watching multi-view, but I think my attention was... What game was I paying attention to? It was Chiefs-Ravens for a while. And then I think I was watching Niners and whoever the fuck they were playing. It's a gain of 3 now. 2nd and 7 for Cincinnati. Going from their own 40-yard line. Browning in the gun. 3 receivers to his right side. Browning dropping back. Short drop. Browning over the middle. And he's got Chase. And he's dragged down. Somersaulted there by Alex Singleton. And he's all smiles. Chase is all smiles. They're bantering. It's a gain of 5. Sets up 3rd and 2. Maybe even, 3rd and 1.5. Man, if we're playing Joe Burrow, we're getting carved right now. Kid Gesicki wide open. It's a 3rd and short now. 3rd and a shorter 2. We're going to see a gun set for Browning. Now he's going to creep up to the line. Play clock down to 5. Browning makes an adjustment. Browning with 1 second on the clock. Gets it off. Browning, short drop. Browning looking left. Browning for Moss. Nothing there. Looking for Higgins. Riley Moss in coverage. It'll set up 4th down. Broncos likely going to get a punt. And they'll get the ball back. So Riley Moss able to not get flagged or mossed on. And Bengals will not be punting. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 2 from their own 40-yard line. We're going to see Higgins off the field here. Empty set now for Jake Browning. 3 receivers to the right side. Now he'll have a running back come in. Running back in a motion to the right side. And it's going to be a jump from Jonah Ellis. Ellis came across. We'll see who they call this on. It could be... We'll see what this is, but oh my god, dude. It is sloppy football from the Broncos. Oh! Oh, it's a false start. Never mind. False start. False start on 65. Okay, whatever. No, the media is waiting for its chance to start shitting on the Colts again. I don't know if they're waiting to shit on the Colts in particular. I think they're waiting to be able to shit on Daniel Jones again. To be completely honest. All right, 4th and 7 now for Cincinnati from their own 40 and a quarter line. It will be a punt. Ryan Reckow able to get this one off. And it's an absolute shankaroonie. Absolute shank. We're going to see where they put this, because this went crazy out of bounds. Wow. Rico absolutely shanks that kick after a questionable false start call. I'll be real here. All that happened was Karras put his head up, and they're saying that drew Ellis off sides. Bit of an odd call, honestly. I thought that was Ellis giving them another set of downs on 4th down. Fortunately, that's not the case. And then it's an absolute shank. So if the Broncos can't take advantage of this possession, I might actually lose it. Yeah, I might actually lose it if the Broncos can't capitalize, dog. Actually might lose my shit. So we are in commercial break now after the punt. Like I said, interesting call on that 4th and 2. Makes it a 4th and 7, and then it's an absolute shank of a punt by Rico. And I am now seeing Teddy Bridgewater become a professional backup friend for a Progressive commercial. It's great. I kind of like that Progressive ad campaign. I'm going to turn my fucking fan up. It is kind of hot. I might just open my door. I'm here alone. Yeah, that was probably a good decision. My fan was on, like, the middle setting. There's no airflow if I leave my door shut, and I'm here alone, so I will have to start tolerating the heat at some point. But today's not that day. This Monday is not the Monday that I will have to start tolerating heat. One day I want to figure out a way to get a better camera angle on this. Where's my, like, bag of tacks here? Can I actually kind of, like, jerry-rig something during commercial break? Okay, dog, how many... I'm gonna get more bots than I do fucking views on this, man. Christ. I'm gonna get more bots on this than I get views. That's a little depressing. That's 2 bots already. Yeah, I really wonder if I can jerry-rig my camera into a spot I like it more. Alright, I'm going to move the ball. They're going back and showing the call for the umpteenth time. Alright, Broncos ball. We'll see where they ended up spotting it. They give it to him at their own 36. Nick's going to empty out the backfield. Dobbins going to rejoin him here from his original position. Nix takes a snap. In the gun, short drop, now he's gonna run. Nix just got a scamper up there for a couple of yards. Gain of 3 for Nix up to the 39. And I am once again I'm gonna try and jerry-rig my camera in a bit of a more interesting spot here. Give me half a second. Because if I can, oh no. Alright, we're gonna do some weird witch shit here. I will still be calling. Single back set for Nix. Dobbins in the backfield. Troutman goes in motion. Left side. Fake pitch. Nix rolling. Running for his life. Able to find Franklin, but through Franklin's hands. And that's incomplete. 3rd and 7 now for the Broncos as I am still adjusting my camera. Instant. Oh, no. No, stay. Come on. No, that's it's a way better angle like that. No, please stay. Please stay. No, please stay. Come on. Give me something. Gun set for Nix. Oh my god, it might stay. Nix with the snap. 3-step drop. Nix looking. Got a guy over the middle. That is Sutton with some room to run. And they are going to get just across midfield to the 49-yard line. And ladies and gentlemen, I figured out a camera setup. It is incredibly sketch. And it was a little uneven. Okay. Except now I've got cord in the camera, but I can't put the cord behind the camera. Okay, that might work. This is so stupid looking. Where I've got the camera set up. Good God. All right, here we go. from the Cincinnati 49. Adkins in motion. Nix, play action. Nix rolling, and he's got Adam Troutman now, and Troutman's got a blocker. And that is going to be even deeper into Cincinnati territory. Adam Troutman able to find a gain, coming wide open there on a play action. Nix still kind of running for his life behind this offensive line. And it really was just Troutman on a little bit, I don't want to call it a drag route, but a drag that gains depth, very shallow cross, and just goes left to right, finds Sheffield as a bit of a blocker, gets dragged down, and now the Broncos are at the Cincinnati 23, threatening a score. Gun set for Nix, 3 receivers, left side. Nix with the snap, hands off to Harvey, going right side. Harvey breaks out of a tackle. Harvey will bolt up for 9, gets tripped up. And that's going to lead the Broncos second and short there. They're calling it 2nd and 2, but that was a gain of 9. I don't care what anyone says. Okay, I don't know if I like the camera where I had it. I know, I'm flip-flopping on the camera position and everything, alright? I suck at this being a YouTuber thing. It's the reason I only got 119 subs. I set now, 2nd and 2. Harvey in the backfield, 2 receivers to the left side. Nix with the snap, handoff to the fullback, and they are going to get a gain of 5 out of that. First down, Prentice. Adam Prentice able to barrel forward. First down, Denver, inside of the Cincinnati red zone. I believe we're inside of the 15 now, under a minute and a half to go. Prentice going to come off of the field now, so could be a gun or a single back set for Denver. Palczewski going to come in as an extra offensive lineman. So Broncos going to go a little bit of a heavy set on this one. Palczewski lines up on the left. You've got Troutman and Adkins, who will now join the backfield. I set now for Denver. Nix hands it off. Dobbins bouncing back left side, and that'll be a gain of 4 there inside of the Cincinnati 7. Call it a gain of 5 on that one. My eyesight's bad. That's why I wear glasses. My phone has dinged. It is Choctopus. Hope he has a good stream. 2nd and 5 now. Evan Ingram has been sighted. We've seen Evan Ingram, ladies and gentlemen. Empty set now for Bo. 3 receivers split out. 1 is his running back. 4 eligible guys on the left. Nix looking right side, looking for Brian, and Brian just gets lost on it. Just loses the ball in the air there, fighting one-on-one, I believe number 21 there with Cincinnati, and that's going to make it 3rd and 5. Harvey didn't run the greatest little fade route. Yeah, not the best fade I've ever seen. So it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Broncos now. Gun set. It's going to be Harvey, or not Harvey, Bryant isolated up top. Harvey going to go out to that right side now. Nix drops back 3 steps. Nix, now he's going to run for it, and Nix will get across. Touchdown, Denver. Bo Nix with a rushing touchdown. A hole opened up on that right side, and Nix able to scamper forward and take advantage. 6-yard touchdown for Bo Nix. And the Broncos finally able to answer that field goal on their 2nd possession. And the Broncos able to claim some sort of offensive something after just a god-awful punt. Very good drive. Broncos able to convert multiple 3rd downs on that. 64-yard drive. And it's Lutz for the extra point, and that is right down Broadway. 7-3 Broncos. Nix able to scamper forward for that rushing score. And they're going to go to ad break there in Denver, which means I'm going to go try and make some sort of highlight here. So it's going to be great. All right. I just want to see what my clip looks like here. Why is it trying to start? I just want my touchdown call, and that's it. That's all I want. I just want my touchdown call. Okay, I didn't go back far enough. Okay, yeah, I gotta try and figure this out. Alright, let's see if I can, like, pinpoint the time of this here. I'm trying to get a clip up for the channel here, trying to... Alright, can I get this to play here? Alright, so it's 7-3 Denver now after a bit of a controversial call there. Why wouldn't it create my highlight? Are you actually shitting my pants right now, dog? No, come on. Come on. How long does my clip have to be, man? My God. I had it too. No, bro, work with me here. 49, what did I even have it on? 20? Or no, that was the end of it. 49 flat to... Come on. Okay, I'm going to have to abandon this here in a minute. 49.20. Why won't it let me create a clip? Okay, I hate YouTube. I fucking hate YouTube. Okay, whatever, man. Wouldn't let me make a fucking tiny little clip. Whatever. Who cares? Who needs to promote their channel? So it's a touchdown for the Broncos on their second possession of the game, coming off of an awful punt. Nick's able to scamper in on what was initially a passing play, and Broncos claimed the lead. 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. Let's to boot this thing away. And it will be fielded in the end zone, and we will see a kneel down there. It'll come out to the 35-yard line. Jake Browning coming out to lead us one play. Where we're going to see one play before the end of the quarter, and then we go back to fucking commercial break. Gonna be great. Alrighty. Here we go. Pistol set now for Browning from their 35. Broncos, 4 linemen down. And we're going to see a run to Brown going right center. And he's not going to get hardly anywhere. Gain of 1 there. A whole lot of Broncos converge down on that. Call it about a gain of 1.5 yards. Maybe just a yard. I think I said a yard. I don't know. Like I said, a lot of Broncos able to get penetration on that. And like I said, we're going to see one play before commercial break. We are going to commercial break on Monday Night Football. If you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to hit the like button. I'm going to throw a shameless plug here because I need the exposure. And because I love this. Anyways, somewhat eventful first quarter. We've already seen a very questionable call on the Karras false start, and then a poor punt that leads to Broncos points. Broncos defense still not looking maybe as advertised or maybe as good as we all maybe thought it was going to look. I'm still not quite sure how I feel about the game flow. It's felt a little choppy. Broncos offense, real good second drive. I need to see that more from them now. I need to see the Broncos string good possessions together. Because it feels like all season we've seen the Broncos have one really good possession and then shut down for the next 5. So whenever the Broncos get the ball back, I need to see Denver just have another good possession. They don't even need to score a touchdown. I just need to see the Broncos get another good possession, even if it's a field goal. I just need to see the Broncos string together some decent possessions here before I really gain faith. But as it stands now, Broncos 7, Bengals 3, that's all you care about. You can only play who's in front of you, and if that's a Joe Burrow-less Bengals team, it's a Joe Burrow-less Bengals team. So it is what it is. 'Tis what it is. I'm just like looking at my stream settings, like see if I can edit something here. I wonder if I'm shooting myself in the foot with some of my tags or something. I don't know. Alrighty, you are not missing anything. We are still on commercial break. It is Broncos 7, Cincy 3 as we go into the second quarter. Ooh. Tyreek Hill carted off in Miami. And he's already got an air cast on. That's not good. Yikes. So Miami taking a huge blow, and they've already not been playing well. Gun set now for Browning. We're going to see number 80 motion over to the left side of the set. 2x2 now. Browning drops back 3 steps. Browning looking out route. Gesicki there, and that's appears to be a gain of 8 on that. Gesicki able to get open on an out route there and sets up a 3rd and short. Broncos defense looking to force a Bengals 3 and out to gain some momentum here in the second quarter. It's really 3rd and inches. Gun set. Trips left here for the Bengals. Now we're going to see Gesicki jump into the backfield. Now get in line. Broncos unable to stop it. We got a flag down here. I believe it's going to be an offside call. I think JFM. I think John Franklin Myers was attempting to jump the snap. Penalties declined, and that is a 1st down Cincinnati. It was 3rd and, I don't know, lean forward. So it'll be a Bengals 1st down. They would have got it anyways, obviously, now with the John Franklin Myers offsides. I have noticed Bengals are trying to go like quick passing game. Quick to intermediate just to protect Browning from the Broncos pass rush. Another gun set here. Running back to Browning's right side. Browning fakes it. Browning stands in the pocket. Gonna go deep here. Browning, Jamar Chase beats Riley Moss on the right side, but we got a flag down. We'll see what the flag is here. It's back on the Cincy side of the 50, and it's an illegal formation on Cincinnati. So, 5-yard penalty. I couldn't... Wow, so that's going to wipe out a huge gain. And it was Higgins on the catch, my apologies, not Jamar Chase. So, yep, an illegal formation. And Higgins, T. Higgins. Bengals are picking on Riley Moss tonight. Moss is just getting toasted. 1st and 15 now from the Bengal 44. And we're going to get another flag come in, and that's going to be a false start on Cincinnati. So that's going to back him up another 5. It's a false start on number 63. So that is going to back the Bengals way further up. And suddenly it's 1st and about a mile. 1st and 20 now for Cincinnati. So be from their own 39 now, if I've done the math correctly. And I have 2x2 set at receiver. Chase Brown in the backfield. The Browning's left. Browning with the snap. It's going to be a draw play going right side. Chase Brown not going to get overly far. Looks like he's going to gain a 5. 4 or 5 out of that. Still going to be 2nd and forever now. Bengals trying to chip away and make it a more manageable 3rd down. Meanwhile, in Miami, we've got a touchdown. Darren Waller scores a touchdown for Miami. 17-3 now over the Jets. And now there's a Bronco down. Number 96, that is Uwazurike. He pops up, though, and he will walk off under his own power. So that's good to see. He's walking off ABC. And back to commercial break. Back to commercial break. I'm not gonna lie, I've thought about playing some games on the channel and just making this the channel. I don't know, I've been really enjoying Sonic Racing Cross Worlds lately. I bought the digital deluxe edition because I'm a Sonic whore. I don't know if you see any of this shit behind me, but I got like chibi Sonic plush. I got like a bunch of figurines. The amount of Sonic plushies I have is out of this world. But I do have the Broncos stuff on the wall. Maybe I should like try and get that in the camera shot. Maybe lean this up a little bit so I can get like myself and all the Broncos stuff in the shot. That feels like the right choice. You can see how much of a nerd I am by giving it just one glance into the background. That's all right. We are shamelessly ourselves here on stream. All right, we are still in commercial break, so don't worry, we're not missing anything. Uwazurike went down with an injury. They cut to commercial break as he was walking off of the field under his own power, so it is what it is. I suppose it's a Chick-fil-A commercial. We don't have a Chick-fil-A where I live, so this ad does nothing for me. All right, I'm going to fix the camera. I'm going to fix the camera. All right. NFL shop ad. That means the actual football's coming back in just a few moments. Once again, if you are enjoying the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed my commentary so far. I love commentating football games. I love the Broncos. I try to, keep kind of making content. I just work so damn often that, I don't have any time. Here we go. 2nd and 15 now from their own 44. So they get that illegal formation, or they get the false start back. 2nd and 15 now. 2x2 set here for Browning. Up man in Pirine. With the snap now, Browning, 3-step draw. Now he's got to roll to his right side. Cooper on his tail. Cooper diving for him. Throws it away. And incomplete. Broncos pressure. Able to finally get a little presence in there. And that'll force a 3rd and forever now for the Cincinnati Bengals. Browning just gets flushed almost as soon as he gets that snap. We see one of the D linemen kind of collapse or get collapsed in from that right side, but Cooper able to break free of a block and just keep pursuit on that. And we'll see if Joseph brings some extravagant blitz here on 3rd and 15, trying to force a quick throw out of Browning here. It's going to be 3 receivers on that right side. I believe Brown is settled to his left. Browning with the play clock at 1. And that's a delay of game. So there goes that 5-yard gain. And it's going to wipe him out. It's going to wipe out that draw play there from Chase Brown. And, well, suddenly we're back at the 39. We've been flip-flopping between the 39 and the 44 for these last couple of plays here. And so here we go. 3rd and 20. Browning in a gun set, empty. Chasing the slot to the left side. It's going to be an empty set. He's got a bunch on the left. Browning drops back. Short drop. Getting it to Chase. Trying to get him into space here. Chase stiff arms a man and gets knocked out of bounds by Hufanga after a gain of 5 to 7 on that. Gain of 10, actually. I can't see. So Broncos will get off of the field here. 4th and 10. Punt unit's going to come out for Cincinnati now. So really, Bengals just shot themselves in the foot there. So it's going to be Rico coming back on after an awful punt. We're going to see this snap come from from their own 49. Broncos loading up that line, trying to block this thing. Rico trying not to shank another kick. And flags down. Play clock at 0. We got another flag. Another delay of game. So it's going to push the Bengals back another 5. And we're going to be back at the 44. Right back to the 44. So if the Broncos look sloppy in the huddle, suddenly the Bengals have looked abysmal here on this drive. Lamau, what are they doing? Dog, I don't have a clue, and neither do they, apparently. So, snap from the 44, Rico takes it, boots it away, and this one will be fieldable, and it'll bounce, and that'll be a touchback. Broncos are going to get the ball at the 20. 11:52 to go here in the half, and we are going to run to a commercial break. Once again, 7-3 Broncos. Yeah. Once again, another commercial break. How many commercial breaks can we get in one evening? How late can we force the country to stay awake? Oh, man, I'm gonna get no sleep tonight. That's okay, though. That's okay. If I entertain even one person, it's a win in my book. I need something for my feet. I need to get a feet rest down here, right? Maybe I can just, I don't know, drop my chair slightly. Make a legitimate decision here and just drop my chair a little bit so I can hit the old crossy legs under the desk. Yes, sir. Oh my god, I don't know what to make of this game right now. The Bengals just sat there and shot themselves in the foot like 5 times, alright? I'm gonna use my Switch Joy-Con holder as, you know, the expression here, but the Bengals really kicked their feet up on the desk and then just bang, 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 bang. Cincinnati did not do shit on that drive, brother. They did nothing but shoot themselves in the feet like 85 times, bro. My god. Somebody clip the tomfoolery I've just committed, please. Somebody clip that. My god, I need like the kitchen gun commercial. Oh, except the BBC would nuke me for the BBC would nuke me for copyright if I were to pull that shit. So, you know, we gotta do the Americanized version, which is of course inferior. Another Ram commercial. So we're still in commercial break. You're not missing anything. But god, please somebody clip my shenanigans. Alrighty, 7-3 Denver. We are coming back. I'm going to get a sippy sip. 11:52 to go here in the half. Broncos football now at their own 20 after that touchback from Rico. Mims going to motion right to left. Bit of an orbit. It's going to be a screen out to him. Broncos get some blocks set up. Mims able to push forward. And he's going to get a gain of 11 or 12 out of that up to their own 31. So the screen able to work well. And another update here now from Miami. The hell was going on? Okay, wow. Justin Fields just pulled some magic. Reverses field in the... Wow. Reverses field everywhere. Here we go. Nick's in the gun. Dobbins to his left. Quick snap. Play fake. Nick's dropping back. Now rolling to his right. Nick's going to toss it out to Troutman, who's unable to stay in bounds. And they're not even calling that a catch. Looked like he got his foot down in bounds. Check down was wide open. Troutman's momentum just carries him out of bounds. So a little bit of a spatial awareness issue, like that time I accidentally backed my work truck into a tree. Yeah, that's out of bounds. Yeah, alright, he was out. Like I said, momentum just carried him out of bounds. Lack of spatial awareness. 2nd and 10 now for Denver. Nick's in the gun. Nick's back to throw. Quick drop. Tossing out to Troutman on the left side. Troutman stiff arms a guy off him before he gets popped out of bounds. With a proper catch this time. Gain is 6 on that. Will set up 3rd and more manageable here. 3rd and 4 for the Broncos. Clock will tick below 11 minutes. Seems like Troutman's going to come out of the game here for a minute. Ingram is going to come in. 3rd and 4 now for the Broncos from their own 37. Nix in the gun once again, tries a hard count, doesn't get it. Nix takes a snap now. Flag down and caught by Sutton, who's able to make a man miss, and Sutton's loose. Makes number 29 for Cincinnati miss. We'll see what the flag is. They didn't kill the play. It is offsides against Cincinnati, and that will be declined. So, huge gain for Denver. Just a little bit of a short toss out to Sutton. Sutton able to hit one of the juke sticks on that, looking like Dante Hall for a split second before he bolts upfield. He just ties Cam Taylor-Britt in a knot. So it'll be 1st and 10 now from Cincinnati territory at their 44. Ingram gonna motion in now, in line. Nix in the gun. Nix. 5-step drop. Nix looking. Nix just overshoots Harvey right through Harvey's hands. Harvey not able to get his hands around it. Oh, that's a wide open touchdown. Nothing but green grass in front of him there. It's just a little wheel route from Harvey out of the backfield. You got a flat, and then you got a clear out route from Mims, and my God, that's a massive gain. That just bricks out of Harvey's hands. My God. Pistol set now for Nix. Snaps it, gonna hand off to Harvey. Harvey looking right. Harvey bouncing around, and he's able to make up a little bit there. Gain of 6 for RJ Harvey inside the Cincinnati 40. Call it the 39, 3rd and 4 now, once again for the Broncos. Harvey definitely still kicking himself for that drop. That's a huge play if he's able to not brick that ball. So we'll see what Denver's got now. It's going to be Tyler Beatty in the game. Trips right set. Franklin in the slot. 3rd and 4 for the Broncos at the Bengals 39-yard line. Play clock down to 8. Nix with the snap, gonna drop back, 5-step. Now he's got to escape, and he flicks it out to Sutton. Sutton able to break a tackle. Sutton to the 20. Spins around, and he spun down at the 16-yard line. Gain of 23. And now we're cooking Cincinnati red zone. And there's an injured Bengal down on the field holding that left knee. It's not what you like to see. It could have been it looked like a linebacker, number 44. I can't make a name out on that. And that is just a second straight play that Cortland Sutton has made Cam Taylor-Britt look like an idiot. Nix just fastballs that in there like a second baseman trying to beat out a runner at first. And it's just an absolute laser there from Bo. And they're calling Demetrius Knight. That first camera angle wasn't great, but they do give a proper one now. They're looking at the knee of that rookie there for Knight. God, I can't think of names right now. 44 for Cincinnati. Hey, but they're not jumping to a commercial break. So I'll take it. I will take it. So I imagine we won't be in too long of a stoppage here. Dolphins score, by the way, 24-10, if you're curious about that game. Knight is up on his feet and on the sideline now, so that's good to see that he's at least standing. So we're going to see it now from the Cincinnati 19 is what they call it. Did I see that right? Oh, no, from the 16. Handoff to Mims going left side on an end around. Mims to the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. Mims able to find a couple of blocks and a lane on that left side and just able to scamper in. 16-yard rushing touchdown for Marvin Mims. Just a little end around motion. So the Broncos get 2 rushing touchdowns from 2 non-running backs. And according to the broadcast, that has made Marvin Mims the leading rusher tonight. God, that's pathetic. Oh, wow. What a block from Pat Bryant. So, PAT is up. PAT is good. Broncos with a 14-3 lead. So now they're going to go to commercial break properly on that one. Mims able to turn the corner and find the end zone. And it's off to commercial land. You will not be missing anything for the next couple of minutes. Okay. Broncos offense is looking a little more encouraging. I don't know what it says that it's against the Bengals defense, but I'm willing to ride. I'm willing to ride here. I'm just happy to see good football by the Broncos finally, after 2 weeks of inconsistent and then sad football by the Broncos. I'll absolutely take it. I tell you what, my throat is going to be shot tomorrow. I don't have any honey at the house. Best thing I got is peanut butter. Yeah, it is what it is. Who cares? I don't talk much at work anyways. Yeah, I don't talk a whole lot at work anyways. Like, I talk to my helper at work, but, like, most of the time I'm just stocking a shitload of beer at stores that are an hour to 2 hours outside of home. So, yeah, no, it's great. It's so great, but it's actually not, because that shit tires me out. And my lower back has been suffering. Okay, enough ASMR. Oh, we are once again still in commercial break. Dwayne Johnson starring in another movie, apparently. Surprise, surprise. Still in commercial break. And they're showing ads for It Is 911 on ABC. They're doing a meteor strike thing on 911, apparently. Here we go, back into the broadcast. It's going to be a Broncos kickoff here in just a few moments. They're showing that Mims touchdown. So, there we go. They're all gassing Brian up on the sideline for that block, and he deserves it. That was a hell of a block by Pat Bryant to set that up. Just able to skip back and blow up number 22 there, keep him out of the play. So, let's boots it into the mile-high 9. That'll be fielded at the 6-yard line now. Number 15 will bring it out. And Broncos able to contain this to a 22-yard return to the 28. And we'll see what the flag is now. That is Wallow in on the tackle, and it's a call against Cincinnati. Maybe I should start doing that just on every opposing penalty. Just hit him with the... Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe that's what'll set me apart from every other Broncos content creator. I'm just an idiot on camera. So, here we go. It'll be 1st and 10. I didn't actually catch what the penalty is while I was being a goof, but doesn't appear it's a generous line of scrimmage for Cincinnati to start this series. 1st and 10 for them off of the kickoff. Zach Taylor's pissed about something. Zach Taylor's absolutely livid. So it'll be from their own 14-yard line. Pistol set now for Browning. Gonna motion number 82 to the right side. Now back to the left. It'll be play action. Booting to his left side. Browning floating a ball and just misses a guy. Incomplete. Looking for number 82 on a crossing route. Riley Moss in coverage. And they're showing what the call is against Tyson Anderson. He had the back of the jersey, like, horse collar area there of Trent Sherfield. It is a call. It is a penalty. 2nd and 10 now. Chase going to go from slot right to outside left. 2-by-2 set now for the Bengals. Running back to the right. Browning drops back to throw. Broncos. He's looking deep now. Other side. Still picking on Riley Moss, and it's incomplete. Kind of came off of T. Higgins' hands on that. Moss was in coverage quite well. So they are just throwing this ball at Riley Moss. I don't think I've seen them throw a single ball at Pat Surtain all night. So yeah, he's just looking there for Riley Moss. It's a cover 1 robber there from Denver. Jones came over to try to help, but he wasn't there in time. Incomplete anyways. 3rd and 10 now from their own 14. Gun set. Another 2-by-2 set now for Browning and the Bengals. Running back to his right. Takes a snap. Broncos rush 4. Browning now rolling to his right side. Cooper behind him almost sacks him. Flag down, and he just throws it away. So we'll see what the call is there. Pressure once again by Cooper. And it's a Cincinnati penalty. Penalty declined, and it's 4th down. Broncos force a 3 and out. Three straight passes there by Browning. And just nothing there for him. The Broncos only brought 4 on that. Singleton kind of bluffs with a step there. And Cooper just able to break out of a double team there. And right after he gets that ball off, I mean, he gets crushed by Cooper. So here's a punt now. Snap from the 14. Kick will come from his own goal line. Rico gets this thing off. And we'll see where this is fielded. Mims backs up to his own 19 over the shoulder. And now Mims trying to make some magic. Able to get it up to his own 29-yard line. So, bit of a weird, sketchy catch. 8:11 to go here in the first half. And we're only going to get one of those 30-second ads with the eye on the field. I'll say it every week. This is this is how they should do commercials. This is how they should do it. Don't take me off of the field. I'm going to get bored. I got a short attention span. I got it really. My attention span's actually pretty all right. But so here we go. Broncos offense coming back onto the field. Couple of rushing touchdowns by Bo Nix and Marvin Mims. And the Broncos will be looking to add some more points onto this. See if they can string together another scoring drive. Nix 7 for 11 tonight. We will get into the stats come halftime. Sorry, I had to look over at my dog on the bed. Nix in the gun. It's going to be 2 receivers, top of the set. Nix, play action to Dobbins. Nix going to screen it out to Adkins. And Adkins will get dragged down. Forward progress is going to give him a 1-yard loss. But there is a flag down. We'll see who this is on. That's B.J. Hill on the tackle. And commentators are saying an eligible man downfield. We got 2 down. We'll see what this is here. Okay. So second flag is basically the same thing. So they decline the penalty. It's a loss of 1 there for Denver. Tried a little tight end screen to Nate Adkins. Why are we trying a tight end screen to Nate fucking Adkins? My brother in Christ, you have Evan Ingram. It's a loss of 2 on the play. Sherfield going to go left to right motion. Going to pitch it out to Harvey. Harvey gets some blocks, and Harvey gets popped. It's after a gain of 6, and we'll see what this call is. Another flag down. What are we looking at here? Sutton looks like he's trying to explain himself. Illegal hands to the face by Trey Hendrickson. Automatic first down, and that's going to get the Bengals a bang. Right to the foot. He just had his paw all up in Sutton's neck, my man. You can't do that. So, automatic first down for the Broncos. Wipes off that loss of 2. Would have been a gain of 6 by R.J. Harvey. Instead, Gain of 15 on that. From their own 39 now. Nix in a single back set. Tied formation. Nix, handoff now going right side. Now bouncing back to the left side. Dobbins able to find some space and able to spin around there. And he's dragged down after a gain of 9. Outstanding vision there from J.K. Dobbins. Nothing going on the right side. He's able to see something develop on the left, cut it back. And that's after cutting to the right. And then he just navigates around the chaos on the right side. And he's able to barrel forward through battle. And he's able to fall forward for 9. I believe that now makes J.K. Dobbins tonight's leading rusher. It's going to be an eye set now for Denver. Power football, extra lineman on the field here. It's a handoff. J.K. Dobbins going again. Dobbins able to find some space on the right side. Bounces off his own lineman. And he's going to get forward. That's a huge first down and more. J.K. Dobbins running like the world has wronged him. That's another big first down. Gain of 12 for Denver. Just power football. It's an overloaded right side. You've got a fullback in. He's able to cut it back over to that right side. It was a weak side run. Bounces off a Palcho. Bounces off a... God, who's 77? Is that That's Miners. Bounces off of Miners as he's got 2 Bengals reaching for him. Now from the Bengals 40. Single back set now for Nix. Going to motion Adkins over right side. Another handoff. Dobbins going left. Gets a block from Sherfield. And it's a gain of 17. If it stands, we got a flag down at the 44, but it's going back. Holding by number 60. It's the left guard, Ben Powers, on that one. So a very heavily penalized game. Or excuse me, that's Luke Wattenberg. So unfortunately, I gotta give the Broncos a bang. I had to do it. The Broncos shot themselves in the foot after such a good run. Why? It's a good play nonetheless, but it's going to push Denver back roughly to the 50 here. We'll call it 49.5. Adkins going to motion to the right side again. It's a pistol set for Nix. Going to toss it out to Harvey going right side. Harvey looking for any bit of space. And on a 1st and 19, Broncos try a little... I don't know, running back bubble screen. It's a gain of 2. Going to set up 2nd and 17. So 2nd and a country mile. Broncos push themselves back quite huge. Or quite a bit. My God, I can't English, apparently. So, you know, I was not exaggerating with my little shot in the foot. So really now, if you're Denver trying to get back in a field goal range with 5:08 to go, pistol set for Nix. Franklin going to motion right to left now. Nix with the snap. Fake handoff to Harvey. Nix with a clean pocket. Nix looking deep, and he's got a man over the middle, and that is Troy Franklin. That's going to be a Broncos first down. Gain of, I believe, something close to 25. And that, Troy Franklin just goes right over the middle. They call it a gain of 24 on the broadcast, so suddenly the Broncos have unshot themselves in the foot. Franklin just able to curve around there on a bit of a dig route. Gun set now for Nix. 2 receivers, top of the screen. It's a handoff to Harvey going left side. Harvey gets a good block on the left side, able to stretch across for a gain of 7. Broncos suddenly driving once again here. Harvey and Dobbins are suddenly taking over on this drive, and Troy Franklin with a huge 24-yard catch on a 2nd and 17. Another gun set for Nix. 2 receivers, top of the set. Nix, it's going to be a screen out to Franklin. Franklin has to try to make a man miss. It's a first down for the Broncos, and forward progress is going to give him 6 on that. So another catch for Troy Franklin on a screen. Mims just trying to find a guy to block. Franklin able to run through a guy. That's another Denver first down as they venture deeper into Cincinnati territory. Able to wipe off that holding penalty early on the drive by Luke Wattenberg. They're driving hard for a score now. Single back set now for the Broncos. That is Dobbins in the backfield. Play action. Nix rolling to his left. Looking. Tosses it to Ingram. It's incomplete. Doesn't get both feet down. Goes as an incompletion. Nix was just looking for him, and it's the same situation with Troutman. No spatial awareness. Second foot's out of bounds. Yeah, if anything, Nix just hangs on to that ball way too long. Nix was just rolling and looking for something in the end zone, unable to find anything. Second down from the Cincinnati 10-yard line. Dobbins to Nix's right side. Engram on the left side of the formation. It's a play action to Dobbins. Nix now gets it to Engram, and Engram dives forward looking for a touchdown. He won't get it. It's a gain of 8. 8.5, 9, knocked out by Battle. That's a 3rd and short for the Broncos. They can get a first down inside of the 2. So it's 3rd and 1 inside of the 5-yard line. So all you need is an inch here. And then at that point, you've got 4 shots at the end zone there, unless you can score it on this one. 3rd and 1, 2:50 to go here in the half. Broncos will get the ball back in the second half. It's going to be an offset I form for Nix. And now they're getting tricky. Harvey is now set to take the snap. Nix is a receiver. Direct snap to Harvey, trying to find left side. Nothing. Dax Hill with a huge tackle there. Touchdown saving tackle, able to get around, not fooled by the direct snap. Wow, Cincinnati able to sniff out a wildcat snap. And we are going to see the Broncos go for this thing here on 4th and 1. Single back set now for Nix. 2 receivers on the field, 2 tight ends, and we've got a timeout. I assume by Cincinnati, right before the 2-minute warning. It is a Cincinnati timeout with 2:04 to go here in the first half. And what a tackle by Dax Hill. That is an absolutely ridiculous tackle there. Because, I mean, if he's not able to sweep Harvey's legs, that's a touchdown. Full set. I thought they were going to try some Philly special bullshit, man. I'm going to be completely real with you. That looked like a setup there for Philly special. Or, I don't know, Rocky Mountain special. Rocky Mountain oysters. Wow. Great tackle. So 4th and 1, Broncos are going to be going for it. 2:04 to go. Single back set with a trips formation right side. Sutton, Sheffield, and Franklin. Mims under center. Mims play action, booting to his right. Nix looking, rolling, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Demetrius Knight, injured earlier in the game. And Nix finds the wrong team. Touchback for Cincinnati. 1:58 to go. That's going to take us into the 2-minute warning. It's a red zone turnover by the Broncos. Bobbling catch by Demetrius Knight. They're going to look at that. They're going to look at that. All it's going to determine is Nix's stat. I think he caught it. So it's going to... it's a turnover. I'm going to run to the bathroom here at the 2-minute warning. Get ready for the old halftime statistics. God, that's a fucking blue ball drive if I've ever seen it. Alrighty. Minute 58 to go. We are still in the 2-minute warning commercial break. Broncos with a red zone turnover on 4th and 1 at the Cincinnati 3. So, Broncos had points in their pocket, unable to capitalize. It's an interception by Demetrius Knight from Bo Nix. And it seems like Denver's, what is this now? Denver's second red zone turnover of the year in 4 games? That's, it's concerning. From a Bo Nix perspective, when he was ridiculously good with turnovers after week 4 last year. Nix hardly turned the ball over last year, and this season, I mean, interception stands. So they did take a look at it over the 2-minute warning. Interception stands. And who is Nix even looking for on that play here? I have to assume Nix is trying to throw Franklin in the back of the end zone, and he either just doesn't see Knight or thinks he can force it through. Bengals now from the 20. It's a handoff to Chase Brown, and he's going to get swung down after a gain of 4. One of the D linemen there on the tackle wasn't able to get a number or a name on that one. Sets up 2nd and 6. Bengals trying to go a little up-tempo now. Browning in the gun. Chase one-on-one with Moss on the left side of the formation. Browning drops back. Browning looking. Now Browning's got to move. Browning will just carry, trying to not get sacked there. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 1:28 to go. Look to be a gain of 3. That'll set up 3rd down. It is a gain of 3. So Broncos trying to keep the momentum from swinging in Cincinnati's direction. Defense looking to bail them out here after a red zone turnover. Sean Payton looked a little pissed about something. 1:28 to go. It's a gun set here with an up man in Samaje Perine, personal protector. Browning going to make an adjustment now. And Perine is even more of an up man. Play clock down at 2. They get the snap off. Immediate pressure, and that is a sack. Nick Bonito and Jonathan Cooper able to bound in and not up. Mr. Browning. They just close in immediately. Tyreek Hill out for season after he dislocated his kneecap. Good God. That's rough. That's rough. Listen, if there's one thing I remember from my sports med class I took freshman year, the patella is not a good thing to dislocate. Good Lord. Hope you're having a good Monday night, Philly Mike OG. Broncos are winning, and they've just forced a Cincinnati 3-and-out after a red zone turnover. Couple of guys getting a half sack. So it's going to be Rico on to punt now, 4th and 9. Mims waiting for it, backs up to his 16, makes the catch. He's going to be able to return this a little bit. Mims going left side, gets a couple of blocks. Breaks out of one tackle, but unable to get out of another, and he gets it back to the 20-yard line. Now he's on a pile of Bengals. That sounds like the script to some fucking furry shit. On a pile of Bengals. What am I saying? That definitely sounds like the script to some furry shit, but you know. 1:09 to go here, or 1:08, somewhere in that realm. For Denver to try and work out a score after squandering an opportunity. Defense able to bail them out. Yep, 1:09 to go. 1 timeout now for Denver. 80 yards for a touchdown. Probably about 50-ish yards for a field goal. Denver does get ball to start the second half. It's going to be a gun set for Nix. 2 receivers at the bottom of the formation. Now we're going to see that is Franklin go left to right. Nix back to throw. Nix just going to flick it out over to Evan Ingram on a bit of a drag route. It's a gain of maybe 2. Broncos are going to go no huddle here. Clock ticks down under 60 seconds. Nix trying to gather everyone in here real quick. 2nd and 8 for the Broncos from their 22. Nix in the gun, drops back. It's a 5-step drop. Now he steps up in the pocket. Rifles one to the right side. Troy Franklin 2 flags come down on the field, and that'll stop the clock with 42 seconds to go. The 10-yard spot there. So we'll see what the flags are here. You got defensive holding, it's a decline penalty, and it's a first down. Denver, gain of 10. Broncos trying to work down the field here. Trying to let Bo Nix surgically work this team down the field. Broncos get a free timeout out of the penalty. 42 seconds to go here from their own 33. Nix in the gun, drops back another 5-step drop. Nix going to look to the flat for Evan Ingram, and he drops it. And he had space to work with if he hangs on to that. Not a ton. He had a guy closing in. Logan Wilson was getting close. It stops the clock with 38 seconds, so it's a glorified spike, but Ingram with a drop. Doesn't look good on him. It's been a little rough for Ingram since he's got to Denver. Missed last week with a back problem. 2nd and 10 now from the 33. Nix remains in the gun. 2-by-2 set. Nix back to throw. Short drop. Standing in the pocket. Now he's going to step up, and he rifles one looking for Franklin. Unable to hit his mark. It's going to make it 3rd and 10. Nix just gets flushed a little up and tries to make an off-platform throw. Unable to find anything on that. And Broncos trying to, forget about field goal range right now. They're just trying to get a first down here. 3rd and 10 now for Bo Nix. 33 seconds to go. Bengals still have 2 timeouts, so if Denver squanders this, they could go down and find some points. Tyler Beatty will check into the game here. It's another gun set. Beatty lines up to Nix's left. Nix with the snap. 5-step drop. Nix looking deep left side. He's got a man, Marvin Mims. That's going to be in a field goal range, and that's going to get down to the 39 or 38. 28-yard heater from Nix to Mims. And Denver will take that timeout, stop the clock with 25 seconds to go. What a throw there from Nix. A little bit of a chip there from Ingram on that right side to Hendrickson, and Nix just able to stand in a clean pocket. Mims just beats his guy at the top there. Number 24 just gets behind him, and Nix just throws a laser in that open hole. What a catch by Mims. He gets blasted on the end of that play, so that's field goal range for Denver. Barely, but they're in. They put a second back on the clock, so 26 seconds to go here for Denver. Out of timeouts now into Cincinnati territory. Looking to get at least 3 out of this. 2-minute drill in full effect now for Denver. Well, 30-second drill. Nix will be in the gun. You got Trips right, running back to his left. Nix dropping back, 5-step drop. Nix got to fling it out to Beatty, and Beatty trying to find a way out of bounds, and he does with a first down. Gain of 11. Tyler Beatty, however he wants it to be said, able to scamper out of bounds. Gain 12, and we only run 12 seconds off of the clock. Or, not 12, 6 seconds. Not even that, 5 seconds. I can't number, apparently. So now Nix trying to lead a masterful 2-minute drive here at the end of the half, trying to snag Denver some momentum. Trey Hendrickson limps off of the field there. Gonna kneel down on the sideline, so that's not good for Cincinnati. Hope he's all right. Running back to Nix's right now. Trips left in the gun. Nix, another 5-step drop. Nix just gonna find a man. He doesn't. Beatty gets popped going for that ball. It's a drop, and it's probably for the best on that. Definitely a shorter ball that you don't really want Nix to throw in this situation. Might be a blessing that it's incomplete. Stops the clock with 17 seconds. Second and 10 now for Denver. Inside the Cincinnati 30. They'll take this at the 28. Empty set for Bo. 3 receivers left side. Nix takes a snap. Nix looking short. Left side to Sutton. There's a flag down on that. 13 seconds to go. It's on the left side of the formation. And it's on the Bengals. See what the call is here. It'll be an automatic first down for Denver, and Sutton gets popped at the end of that. So it's offsides. Penalties declined. Declined? I guess the Broncos get to roll further into field goal range. They get a free timeout on the penalties. They can run another play here on 3rd and 2, take an end zone shot, and then take their field goal if they don't get it. So, despite the fact that it's a decline penalty, they stop the clock. Bang! So now, I imagine we see an end zone shot from Denver. Nix, empty set. Nix, it's going to be a deep drop. 5-step, winding up. End zone shot! Cortland Sutton! Touchdown! Denver picking on Dax Hill. And that is a good way to end your half. But Sutton looked a little slow getting up on that. He got popped on that 20-yard touchdown reception. Absolutely bitches, Dax Hill. What a catch from Cortland Sutton. And here's what it was. Sutton was in the slot in trips. You had Ingram's further inside. Franklin on the outside. It's just an absolute seam shot between Dax Hill and then Jordan Battle, number 27, I believe. Absolute laser shot right there between Cincinnati defenders. Extra point is up, and it is good. 21-3 Broncos going into halftime. Wow, what a drive. 60-second drill for Denver. It took them 1 minute and 1 second to get down the field. They did it with one timeout. Couple of huge throws from Nix there. Just about makes up for whatever shit-ass red zone pick he threw. What a drive for Denver on that, man. What a drive. So Nix, we've seen a little more negative than you would have liked to see with that red zone interception, but he's able to bring it back with a pretty snazzy touchdown pass. Nix having a hell of a half outside of that pick. He's already got a season high in passing yards in one go. Great stuff, I agree. Great stuff by the Broncos offense there on that drive. 8 seconds to go in the half. So Bengals likely going to try and kneel this thing out, and I'm going to try and upload a damn short. So it will be knelt down in the end zone. 8 seconds to go. We'll see if the Bengals try to call anything on this. How do I just upload a short from my PC? Can I just upload a short? That's what I need to see. But yeah, what a drive. What a drive. Okay, so I had a recording that I did just right there at the end of the half, so I gotta go, like, hurry and edit that down. I didn't think I was gonna need to fucking... Okay. So the Bengals do kneel it out. I forgot to do the ball thing, whatever. Bengals kneel it out, and that is going to run us into halftime. 21-3 Denver. Couple of really good possessions there for the Broncos at the end of the half. Yeah, so I just got to get some, I just got to get a short up real quick, and hopefully be able to maybe get some more people in this. I don't know. I gotta go find that recording. This is the problem. I don't have an editor. It's just me. It's just me. I have no editor. I am the editor. The problem is I also have a full-time job. So now I gotta find a way to squish this. We get ball for second half. We do. We do get ball to start the second half, and the Broncos offense right now is on an absolute tear. All right, so I got to screw around with some shit here. I got to get this short uploaded. I want to get a short uploaded. Yeah, I got to, like, screw with some stuff here. What is... I need to find what the YouTube short resolution is. We'll get into the halftime stats here in just a minute. I just want to get a short up real quick. 1080 wide, 1920 tall. Okay. I can work with this. I can make this work. Timeline resolution. I need you the other way around. I need 1080 by 1920. It's not going to give it to me, so I got to go custom resolution here. I need 1080. No, stop. I said custom. Okay. 1920. 1080. So, okay, yes, use a vertical resolution on that. Okay, so now I need to, like, properly edit this into a thing. Okay, video. Can I, like, screw with my resolution right here? No? Is it gonna fight with me here? Okay, hang on. I'm struggling here a little bit with my DaVinci Resolve. I'm bad at DaVinci Resolve. Good God. Alright, you know what? Maybe one day I'll figure out how to upload shorts here. I don't know, because I feel like it's gonna fight me here if I export it the way that I've got it. Let's see. Custom, vertical, 1080 by 1920. It's just gonna, like, it's just not gonna fill the... It's not gonna fill what I need it to fill, but whatever. Alright, whatever. Look, we'll go for it, and if it looks like ass, then I just gotta... Higher res renders. Upscaled, yeah, whatever. Okay, do that. But yes, we get ball second half, so... Well, that render... Well, actually, no, it's not going to take that long to render. I need to pop a window open in this bedroom real quick, because, my God, it's a little crusty in here. Okay. Except my window sucks. What kind of godforsaken angle are you going to make me pull, window? And now my window won't open, so that's really cool. Alright, whatever. Okay, well, open the door and we're gonna hope for the best. My God. I'll figure out a way to get my window open later. I should get a little bit of circulation from the rest of the house. Anyways. Okay. Into the almost into the Broncos halftime numbers. Select file, edited videos. Give me, there it is. Yeah, Broncos are waking up 21-3. Absolutely. Give me just a minute. I'm getting a short uploaded. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna go too crazy with the hashtags. Not gonna screw around too much with that. Add a related video. Give me just a minute. I'm getting a short uploaded. Public short. Yep. Hope that uploads pretty quick. And it has automatically uploaded. All right. Halftime show, finally. It's only taken me 85 years to figure out how to get a short uploaded. Now, don't lose it to a field goal this time. Don't do that to me. Don't do that. Don't say that. All right, so Broncos go into the locker room with a 21-3 lead. Broncos are humming right now. Broncos are doing some good things. Bo Nix in this first half, 17 to 26, 217 yards with a touchdown. Does have that red zone interception that you'd like to see wiped off of the ledger. Alas, it was a really good play there by Knight on that 4th and 1. I just don't know if Nix didn't see him. That's not the point. Nix is having a pretty solid first half. Broncos rushing numbers actually are pretty solid despite the fact that they aren't running the ball a bunch. J.K. Dobbins, 5 carries, 30 yards. Harvey, 7 carries, 29 yards. Marvin Mims with the 1 carry for the 16 yards and the score. Nix has got a rushing touchdown on 9 yards. Receiving for the Broncos, it's looking a lot better than it has in the last couple of games. Sutton, 5 catches, 81 yards, and a lot of them have been for third down conversions. Marvin Mims, 3 of 44. You've got Franklin, 3 for 40. Troutman's got 2 catches for 32 yards. Engram's got 2 catches for 11. Does have a pretty costly drop, so you hate to see it. And then you got Tyler Beatty with an 11-yard catch, and then Nate Adkins, unfortunately, has a catch for -2 yards. I don't know why they tried a tight end screen with Nate Adkins, but that's neither here nor there. Defensively, Benito and Jonathan Cooper both share a sack. No turnovers by the Denver Broncos. None forced by the defense right now. Lutz has nailed a field goal. Or no, he's just got the PATs, never mind. And then Crawshaw, dude, has 1 punt for 62 yards. And I have a dog. We'll go look at the Cincinnati numbers now. Not great on that side. We'll get into the penalty numbers here in a second. That's been a story of this game. Jake Browning, 8 for 15, 66 yards. That offense, passing game, not necessarily finding it. Chase Brown has got 8 carries for 30 yards, 3.8 per carry. And then Browning's got 2 carries, 5 yards. T. Higgins leads the Bengals, 2 catches, 25 yards. Jamar Chase, 3 catches for 15. Chase Brown, 1 for 9. Mitchell Tinsley, 1 for 9. Gesicki's got 1 catch for 8 yards. So, you know what? I was skeptical after that first first Bengals possession that let them drive down for a score. But you know what? I'll eat my words. The Broncos defense has started clamping down, and they are playing great football right now. Obviously, now the Bengals defense, Demetrius Knight forces that interception on the red zone 4th and 1. You do hate to see it. Bit of a bad decision there by Nix. I'm not quite sure what he saw on that. We'll probably hear about it in the postgame. We go look at the team numbers, and it is just absolutely one-sided. Broncos, 305 total yards to the Bengals, 94. 217 passing yards to the Bengals, 60. 88 rushing yards already on the game, 7.3 yards per play to the Bengals, 3.5, and Bengals only had 34 rushing yards, didn't go over that. It's kind of a flip of last week here, just the score is a lot more lopsided. Broncos already with 16 first downs to the Bengals, 6. Broncos 6 for 8 on 3rd down to the Bengals, 2 of 7. Broncos 0 for 1 on 4th down, obviously. 42 total plays to the Bengals, 27. Broncos haven't allowed a sack. They've only punted once. Bengals have punted 4 times. They have allowed the 1 sack. So Broncos pressure, not necessarily getting there a ton. A lot of it is, well, the pressure is getting there. They're just not finishing the job. Jake Browning's getting the ball out too quick. Whatever you got to do. Broncos, 4 penalties, 4 accepted penalties, 42 yards. One of them was a huge holding call that could have really screwed Denver on one of their touchdown drives. Bengals with 8 accepted for 50 yards. They have shot themselves in the foot quite often this game. Obviously, Bengals haven't turned the ball over. Broncos have the 1 pick, and then it's a time of possession battle. It's a little more even than you'd think. Bengals had like a 6-minute drive to start the game, 16:45 to 13:11 in favor of Denver. It's probably 16:39 to 13:11 between them or something. Either way, one half of football has been played, and the Broncos are absolutely on top. Foot shooting kind of day to day. Hey, man, I mean, it's just a really fun pastime, dog. You know, you kick your feet up on the desk, you tilt a camera to show your feet. I wear socks. I should be charging money for this. I don't know, maybe I'll start a feet only fans. And then, you know, the Bengals have just looked at it and they're like, damn, today feels like a good day to just go bang, 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 bang. The Bengals are doing terribly. I mean, think about it, okay? The Bengals should know a thing or two about foot injuries already. You know, you'd think the Bengals know something about feet, considering the fact that Joe Burrow has a 3-month toe injury, right? All right, so the Bengals, just all the penalties, 8 for 50. Bang, 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 bang. All right, I'm done with the bit. I just wanted a recording for my YouTube shorts. That's all I wanted. I just wanted the recording for YouTube shorts. Toe Burrow. I wish I were recording before you actually said that. Fucking Toe Burrow. Oh my god. Alright, I think before the half actually comes back, I'm gonna try and get that uploaded into a short real quick. But we are quickly coming back to the game here. They're running the first half highlights, so I gotta try and speed run any percent this YouTube short. Wow, DaVinci is taking a really inconveniently long time to load. Okay, yeah, we're gonna speed run any percent a short right here. Gonna drag these down into the media pool, change the frame rate, figure out which of these comes first. Okay, it's that one. All right, drop that in, enhance audio slightly, make a slight cut. I'm sorry, I'm speedrun any percenting. I am speedrun any percenting this YouTube short here. All right, let's see. Produce, MKV file, timeline, custom, vertical, render queue, shenanigans, add high resolution stuff, render it in vertical. All right, I'm going to get this YouTube short up. I'm going to get this fucking YouTube short up. Just you watch. Broncos are about to receive the second half kickoff, so I will be speed running a YouTube short whilst the kickoff comes. Here is the kick. It is going to be Denver Broncos ball. Fielded at the goal line, and it will out to the 20 to the 30. Harvey with a 30-yard return. So good on him on that one. Absolutely swell on him. I need to find me fucking video file just so I'm ready to drop it in. Okay, there it is. Okay, I found it. I need this. I need channel content. I need create. I need upload. I'm going to drag and drop to this tab. All right. We're going to have Nix in the gun. It's going to be Dobbins to his left side. We're going to see Mims orbit motion from right to left. It'll be a screen out to him. Mims looking for blocks. Mims gets a couple, and that's going to be a gain of 8. Alrighty. I am going to get this short quickly uploaded. Is it actually going to go as a short? Is it not actually going to go down as a short? It better go as a goddamn short. It's vertical and under 3 minutes. Alright. It is processing. Close that. Alright. 2nd and 2 for the Broncos. I form Nix. It will be a handoff. Middle right side for Dobbins. And Dobbins able to barrel ahead for 4 or 5. That's a first down, Denver. And for whatever reason, my vertical video that was under 3 minutes did not go down as... Oh, it did go down as a short. Okay, thank God. Okay, anyways, I'm done with my YouTube shenanigans. Let's get back to properly calling the game. 1st and 10 now for the Broncos. Nix from the gun, fake to Dobbins. Nix with instant pressure, ball batted by one of the two rushers that were on him. That'll be 2nd and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Yep. So definitely It's been Broncos ever since that first drive. After the Broncos went 3 and out, it's just been bang, 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 save for the pick, obviously. 2nd and 10 now for Denver. It'll be from their own 43. Mims is in the game, but the camera is not on the field. Nix in an empty set. Mims now going to motion into the backfield. It will be fake to Mims. Nix will take it himself and dive forward for a gain of 2. Trying to fake it outside to Mims out of the gun there. Nix trying to bolt around there, unable to get the blocks that he needs, and that will be a 3rd down they give him to. 3rd and 8 now for the Broncos. Broncos trying to go down and score on their first drive of the second half here, trying not to give this Bengals defense a victory. Here we go. It'll be Nix in the gun, Tyler Bidet in the game. 3 receivers. Bidet going to motion to the left, now back to the right. Nix trying to figure out their coverage, it would appear. Nix in the snap. It's 5-step drop for him. Nix now rolling to his left. Now he's going to uncork one going deep and just can't find Evan Engram. Wrong 3rd of the field there. Nix was looking left. Engram just either wasn't fully running it out or was just too far in the middle. That is going to be that's going to lead to a Broncos punt. So they do get a 1st down there, but not able to sustain the drive. Batted ball at the line on that 1st down. Here we go. It'll be Crushin now for his 2nd punt of the game. Snap at the 44. Punt from his 33. Crushin gonna boot this. Line drive, fielded at the 14, and now he's got some room to work with and gets out to the 31-yard line. So Bengals are going to be set up with pretty decent field position. 12:35 to go here in the 3rd quarter. They will be going to commercial break. And I am going to take my first second half piss break. I've drank plenty of water for it. Whatever. Don't forget to like the stream. First, a shameless plug of the second half. Come on, I got to. I will be right back. Okie doke. We are back. We are still in Monday night commercial break. So you are not missing anything. Whew. All right. So it is Bengal football now. I need to I need to look over to my OBS and actually make sure I'm doing the entire point of the broadcast. The scoreboard. So Broncos drive stalls out at their 40. We'll see if Cincinnati is able to do anything here out of the second half. Despite the 18-point lead, I am a slight bit worried about Denver here just because I've watched the Broncos this season, and they have not held on the best to second half leads. I hope they prove me wrong against Jake Browning. So here we go, 21-3, Cincinnati ball at their own 31-yard line. It's going to be Jake Browning leading the troops out to see if they can do anything against this Broncos defense out of the halftime locker room. Oh my God. Keep staying loud, Denver crowd. It's a handoff to Chase Brown here. They just cut to the footage, and it's a gain of 2.5, maybe 3. Second down now for Cincinnati. It's just a handoff to Chase Brown. They were not actually showing the footage until they cut to it after Chase Brown had the ball. So I really had nothing there for you. Here we go. It'll be a gun set now for Browning. It's like he's got an up man to protect him to his left side, up a step, and he's got a running back in the backfield with him. Play clock to 3. Hands it off to Samaje Perine going up the middle, and that's going to go for a gain of 5.5, 6 there. It's going to set up 3rd and short. Bengals just trying to get themselves together here. Meanwhile, 4th quarter in Miami. It's a 27-21 ball game. Jets with the ball. 4th quarter, minute 49 to go. So we'll see if anything comes out of that. We're going to call it 3rd and 2 for Cincinnati. 11:26 on the clock. It's an empty set. Kyle L., hello. I'll get to you in just a second. Empty set for Jake Browning. Trips to his left side. 3rd and 2. Takes a snap. Browning, short drop, and he gets blown up, and the ball gets batted at the line. They call it incomplete. Hello, Kyle. Hello, Kyle L. Hope you're having yourself a good Monday night. Broncos currently have the lead, and they've just forced a 3-and-out. Bunch of Broncos converged in on Jake Browning there. They do call it incomplete, and it was incomplete. Yeah, Broncos defense just sent the absolute house, dog. What's up, Kyle? Tell me how your night's going, buddy. While the Bengals punt this ball around. Punt it away. There's Rico. Gonna send this thing into the mile-high air. Fair caught. What do they call that? He kind of bobbled it, and a Bengal, like, snagged it out of his hand. What are they gonna call that? Mims is saying no. Calls for the fair catch. Dolphins are winning. Oh, wow. Oh, they're going to call fair catch, interference. So it's, wow. All right, that's a weird technicality in the rule. It's fair catch interference, barely. But to answer your question, Kyle, Miami is winning, and they have the ball. Minute 35. Clock is running down. 4th quarter. So that is an absolute gift from football Jesus to the Broncos. Perna probably just shit and unshit his pants as we speak. Wow. They call fair catch interference. According to the rule book and the way the commentators were calling it, it's the right call. The Broncos avoid disaster, and this is what I was talking about coming out of halftime. The Broncos in the second half scare me a little bit, given their history this season. Against teams that are supposed to be competent. Obviously, we're not playing Joe Burrow, or this would either be a much closer game, or the Broncos would be losing right now. That's a huge, huge call. Mims kind of able to bail himself out by going for a fair catch, but I mean, that's his second bobble of the year. Like, that's a little worrying. The Broncos are playing antsy as hell this year. It feels like the Broncos are pressing this year a little bit. Like that like they've seen the media, they've seen all the attention, they've seen everything coming out of every media outlet, and it just feels like they are pressing a little. Mims, that was absolutely terrifying. Please never do that again. Because, oh my God, I did not like that. That scared the shit out of me. That is no bueno. All right, I am just messing with some of the hashtags on the short that I uploaded moments ago, just coming right out of halftime. We're back in Denver. Broncos handed a gift by a technicality in the NFL rulebook. And you gotta hope that that's the one that puts the wind in Denver's sails and gets it out of Cincy's. That was almost catastrophic. Refs are saying something on the field here, but the broadcast is going over the crucial catch. So it is Bronco ball. I think that ref was explaining the rule to Nix. Nick seemed a little confused. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Once again, after about the scariest muffed fair catch you could see, it is fair kick interference. Broncos have it at the 15. Nix in a bit of a wishbone pistol, handoff up the middle. Dobbins finding room, and he's able to barrel forward. Second effort might get him the full 10. Sounds like they're going to give him 9. Turns a 7-yard gain into a 9-yard gain with the second effort and the drive of the legs. So 2nd and 1 there for Denver. Broncos definitely running by committee tonight. Only 7 carries for Dobbins to the tune of 44 yards. Averaging over 6 a pop. Meanwhile, Harvey's doing pretty good in his own right. But he is not in the game. Single back set, 2 tight ends to the right side of the formation. We're going to see Franklin motion from slot left over to that right side. He'll get set. Nix, it'll be a handoff to Dobbins. Dobbins accelerates up the middle, and he's able to shove forward for 4.5, 5. And that is a 1st down for the Broncos. Move the chains. Keep it going. Broncos running game is starting to come alive a little bit. They were just saying something. I think they were talking about Tyreek Hill, but I'm not 1,000% sure. I'm not actually sure who they were talking about. Nix in the gun here. It's going to be 2 receivers and Nate Adkins. Now Franklin going to go from right side to left from the aforementioned side. Nix back to throw. Quick drop. Now he's dancing. Now he throws. Looking middle. Looking Sutton. It's incomplete. Flag down. And it's against Denver. It's an offensive offside. Pat Bryant lined up in the neutral zone. So I got to give a sad bang shot in the foot for the Broncos offense. And Pat Bryant is going to jog off of the field here. Lined up in the neutral zone. His foot was definitely on it. Little over the line there. That is an offsides penalty. Cost the Broncos 5 yards. And I believe it should be 1st and 15. I don't know if the... Or no, it is 2nd and 10. I don't know. Either the 2nd and 10. All right. Harvey motions out of a split backfield. Nix, deep drop, and he's going to throw it out to Harvey now on that left side. Harvey makes a guy miss, breaks out of a tackle, and able to fall forward. Gain of 15, move the chains for Denver. R.J. Harvey able to get a little wiggly there and then just shoot a gap between 2 Bengals. Dove forward. They called it 14. It looked like 15. But whatever. I will say Dobbins able to absolutely clobber battle there on a block, and then Miner's able to go back and pick him up. Giving Nix enough time to process the play, go through his reads, and find an open R.J. Harvey in the left flat. Single back set now for Nix. Extra lineman on the field in Palczewski. Nix, play, nope, he hands it off to Dobbins. Dobbins patient, Dobbins fighting. Dobbins barrels forward for what appears to be a gain of 5. We got a flag down. We'll see what the call is here. Will the play stand? What do we got, refs? Who are we shooting in the foot tonight? It's an illegal blindside block on 63. I believe that is Ben Powers. No, it's Palcho. Palcho with an illegal block, illegal blindside block. So he comes in as the extra lineman and it looked a little more side to side. Yeah, they'll call that. So cost the Broncos. So another penalty here. Gonna get another sad bang to the foot here. 1st and 25 for the Broncos. 1 step forward, 5 steps back from their own 29 now. 1st and 25. Nix back to throw. It's a deep drop for him. Nix just going to flick it out to Dobbins now, trying to find anything. Pressure was starting to get into him. Dobbins tries to fight his way forward. It's only really going to be a gain of 3 or 4. It's going to set up 2nd and forever now for the Broncos, and you just got to find a way to turn this into 3rd and manageable instead of 3rd and 95,000 yards. They give him a gain of 4. You don't got to get it all back in one play if you're Bo Nix. 2nd and 21. Broncos going to try, once again, like I said, they're going to try to make this 3rd and manageable. Snap from their own 33. Harvey going to motion from right to left out of the backfield. Nix rolling. Nix screen to Engram. Engram gets a couple of blocks and he gets tackled from the back. Looks to be a gain of about 9 or 10. Another flag. And it's an ineligible man downfield. So Broncos. Bang, 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 bang. This one's going to be on Luke Wattenberg, the center. He just gets a little too far downfield, and that's going to negate what was a 5, or what would have made it 3rd and 11-ish. Instead, it is now 2nd and probably 26. So it's roughly an incompletion. Ay. Nope, they declined the call. 3rd and 14 now for the Broncos, so we'll see if they make the Bengals pay for declining that. Trips left, it's an empty set for Bo. 2 to his right, 3 to his left. Nix with the snap. It's a screen out into Mims. Mims breaks out of a tackle, gets a couple of blocks, but he gets thrown down by Geno Stone. Safety number 22 for the Bengals, and it appears the Broncos will be punting. My God, I can't speak. So, Broncos shoot themselves in the foot a couple of times there. A couple of rough penalties that drive them out of anything holy. Screen on 3rd and 14 doesn't go. It's another scoreless drive here in the second half for the Broncos. It's going to be the Aussie, Jeremy Crawshaw. Snap will come from their own 45. Punt will come from the 34. He's going to drive this thing and over and bounces back into the end zone. So that will give the Bengals the ball at the 20. Touchback for Cincinnati. And we'll see if we end up going to ad break. We will be. Which means I am going to run and fetch some water. My throat hates me right now. So I will be right back. All right, Agua acquired. Agua has been acquired. I can now try to speak or talk or do something. Did I even set a related video on this? Is it going to let me set a related video on this? I forgot I was kind of dinking around with the short. It turned into a short. Oh, yep, there it is. I'm not great with PC YouTube. Like, when it comes to uploading shorts on YouTube, like, from desktop, beyond me, dog. Absolutely beyond me. But alrighty, so it is still 21-3 Broncos. Broncos have done nothing with either of their second half possessions. So we'll see if the defense is able to hold Cincinnati again. Cincinnati 3 and out on their first possession of that this second half. Broncos looking to get back in the win column after back-to-back heartbreaking losses. And we are back in Denver. I'm going to fix my hat just a little bit. Try and give me a slightly better look. You know what I'm saying? So it's a touchback on the punt from Crawshaw. It's going to set Cincinnati up at their own 20. Gun set now for Browning. Brown to his left side. It's 2x2 set here. Browning, play fake to Brown. Now he's looking deep over the middle, and he's got a guy. That is going to be Ishavas. That's going to be a long gain there for Cincinnati. First down, gain of 22. It's the first real positive play for Cincinnati, really, since that first drive. Browning able to just kind of navigate the pocket there, make a couple of reads there, and Yoshivas just finds himself wide open. Down to their own 42 now, Cincy. Browning in the gun, 2x2 set once again. Short drop, quick read, able to get it to Chase. Working with Surtan there, it's going to be a gain of about 8. And that'll set up second and short. So I will say, Bengals looking like they're going to try and get a little momentum. Snap, it's a handoff right side to Brown out of the gun, and he's able to scamper forward. Looks like a gain of 8. First down Cincinnati, and they keep rolling. About to the Denver side of the field. They cut back after showing a graphic or something, so unable to get a good read on that. But suddenly the Bengals are showing a little bit of fight here. Broncos offense hasn't gotten anything going, so now is the time for the Bengals to claim a little bit of momentum here if they're going to do it. Riley Moss lined up on Chase. It's a weird pistol set. He's got 2 up men to his right side and a running back behind. It's a play fake. Browning, deep drop. Browning under pressure. There's a flag down. That's going to be a holding call on Cincinnati. Saw that from the camera. Back him up 10. It's against Cincinnati, so you know what we do. So that's going to back Cincinnati up 10. And they are absolutely they are reeling off of that a little bit. Ted Karras is the man guilty of the hold. Broncos pressure was starting to close in quick. Man, I got to fix my pants. My pants were fighting with me. 4:35 to go here in the third quarter. It's a gun set. Trips left for Browning. You've got Jamar Chase in the slot. Gesicki leading that bunch set up, bottom of the screen. Browning with the snap. 3-step drop. Pressure closing in. Nick Benito gets into the back and absolutely nails him. It's a huge loss there for Cincinnati. Nick Benito just came screaming in. Loss of 7, his 4th sack of the year. And Benito just schools that Bengals right tackle. Nice little spin move. And Nick Benito wrecking an offensive game plan again. 2x2 set now for Browning in the gun. 2nd and 27. Might as well be 2nd in a galaxy. Browning back to throw. Short drop. Going to toss it out to Chase Brown. Makes a man miss, and he's going to get a solid gain out of that. And they're going to get to the 49, so it's going to make third down a little more manageable on that. 3:35 to go on the game clock. And it's a gain of 10, 3rd and 17 now. So still 3rd and a mile, but you are at midfield here. See if the Broncos defense can stem the bleeding a little bit here. They've given up a couple of big plays on this drive. Shotgun set, 2x2 set. Now we're going to see P. Ryan motion into a tight end spot, so to speak. Empty set now for Browning. Browning with the snap, 3-step drop. Now he drifts a little bit. Now he steps up. Now he's got pressure. Browning with a couple of guys on him. Throws it away. Oh my God. John Franklin Myers was right on his tail. Nick Benito was close behind him, and that's going to make it 4th and 17, and the Bengals will be punting. Is it goddamn football? Everybody just clamped down. Nobody gets separation there on that. Every Broncos corner just stuck to his guy. So that's going to be another punt here for Rico. Bronco ball. Mims with a fair catch, and he catches it at the 8. So it will be poor field position there for Denver, but alas, Denver's got the ball, 2:53 to go in this third quarter, and they are going to go into commercial break. Once again, we do love a good commercial break, don't we? So this sets up the Broncos with their third second half possession now. They've done nothing with the first two. They moved the ball a little bit. They've shot themselves in the foot a little bit. For sure. So we will, in fact, have to see if they're able to do anything here. It's going to be 92 yards from pay dirt for them. And Broncos now trying to get out of whatever lull they've been on for the last couple of drives here to start this second half. Broncos looking for points here to make this deficit larger. Now against Cincinnati. I guess that is obviously the point of every drive. But I mean, hey, sometimes you gotta state the obvious. All right, man. Oh, man, I should have blown my nose when I took a break last, because let me tell you, my shit's messed up right now. I'm not, like, congested, but it feels like blowing my nose would actually really help some problems, because, I don't know, like, the use of my throat's kind of making it feel weird in the nose. I think in the sinus. Nah, I'm a little stuffed up, but screw it. I could still go. I could still go take a break and do that. Not really take a break, just like loop around into the bathroom. But I'm stubborn, and I've already sat through more of the break, and now I'm anxious that if I go take a break now, I'm going to miss when the game comes back, and then if I miss the game coming back, then I don't know, I failed. Oh, we are still in commercial break. Speaking of, so you are not missing any Broncos football. If you've enjoyed the stream, I'd appreciate a like on it. Or if you want to subscribe, I'm going to be trying to put something out tomorrow. I think the game's going to end a little too late for me to really get much of an instant reaction done. I don't know. Maybe I can kind of figure something out. It's going to depend on time because I got to be up super early in the morning. I had to wake up at like 5 for work. So far tonight, we have certainly seen Bo Nix's best game, 22-34, 255. Unfortunately, does have that black mark of the interception on his ledger. So Broncos now are going to get the ball at the 7. Single back set for Bo. Can't really tell who's in the backfield. It is Dobbins. It'll be a handoff going right side, and Dobbins will able to power forward to the 10. It's a gain of 3, getting a little bit of breathing room here for Denver. Trying to get out of the shadow of their own goal line. Oh, and Jamar Chase and Taylor got into it just a little bit. So 2nd and 7 now for Denver. Oh, geez. Single back set, trips right. Nate Adkins in the formation. Sherfield gonna motion to the left side now. Nix will play action, boot. Nix finds a guy short. That is Nate Adkins. Adkins able to flap forward. That's a first down. They need 7. They get 7. Clock will tick. Under 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. My pants are not working with me. So Atkins gets a nice little catch, able to kind of jump forward or really flop over for a first down there. So Broncos now trying to mount themselves a little bit of a drive. Here we go from their own 17. Nick's in the pistol. Snap almost high. It's a screen out to Franklin, and Franklin's got a little bit of room to run. Able to get down to his own 32. Call that a gain of 15. First down. Minute 19 to go on the clock, and that almost went catastrophically wrong. It's a bit of a high snap from Wattenberg. Nix has got to hop up for it a little bit. Can't do the play fake. Doesn't even play fake to Harvey. Just able to see it. It looked like the snap affected it a little more than it did. Here we go, now from their own 32, Nix in an eye set. Nix making an audible at the line here, 4 seconds on the clock. Nix with the snap, it's a handoff. Dobbins cutting around, dancing in the backfield, and that's going to go for no gain. Clock ticks under 40 seconds now. We're going to see another play here in this third quarter. And then that's going to run them to another commercial break. Well, again, one more play. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the Denver 32-yard line. Clock ticks to 20 seconds. Broncos with almost 400 total yards of offense and only 21 points to show for it. Pistol set now for Nix. Nate Adkins in the game. And seems like we got a Denver timeout here. Nix didn't seem to like the set. Denver a little discombobulated going into that. So Broncos burn their first timeout of the second half. We've got 6 seconds to go here in this third quarter. So again, we will see one more play in the third quarter. We've just got a clock stoppage. And this is a win that the Broncos need badly with Philadelphia on the docket next week. And then you got the Jets in London in week 6. Broncos got a bit of a gauntlet going into that week 12 bye. Eagles, Jets, Giants. You've got Dallas, who just came off a tie last night. And then a couple other games. I think it was Raiders, Texans, Chiefs. It's going to be a strong ride formation. Mims going to motion right to left. Single back formation. Nix, play action. Nix, bit of a deep drop. Now he's going to toss it out to his left side. He finds Harvey after the play fake. That's a gain of 10. First down. Gain of 11 or 12. That'll take us to the end of the third quarter. Broncos still nursing an 18-point lead. No score by either team in that third quarter. I'm going to run and blow my nose because I've been meaning to since the first quarter. I'll be right back. All right, so bit of a weird game. Third quarter, not a whole lot going on there. Broncos are mounting a drive, though. They've gone from the 7 to, I believe, the 43 or 44 on their own side. So it's a good drive so far. Couple of first downs now for Denver. Nate Adkins able to convert one. RJ Harvey converts one. So Broncos are definitely moving. We're going to see if they're able to carry that into the fourth quarter on this drive here. Broncos are over 400 yards of offense now. I'll go get you guys that exact number, actually, because they're schmoovin'. They are schmoovin'. Broncos have exactly 400 yards of offense. I really wonder when the last time they did that was. Unfortunately, unless J.K. Dobbins pops off here in the fourth quarter, Broncos are likely to go their 38th straight game without a 100-yard rusher. So, do with that information what you will. Broncos just very much going RB by committee here a little bit. You've got 17 carries between Dobbins and Harvey. 10 and 7 respectively. You got 113 rushing yards on the game, though. Like, you're not doing too bad in the run game. Just nobody is going to really have enough yards or enough touches to get to 100 yards unless somebody pops a 50-yard carry right here. And even then, that wouldn't even get Harvey anywhere close to 100 yards. So, alrighty. Alrighty. I'm gonna get some water. Get some damn water in my system. It's gonna be from their 43, Nick's in the gun. Running back to his left side, 2 receivers on the right. Handoff to Harvey. Harvey starts right, bounces left, fights through a tackle, and he's able to gallop forward and drag a guy for a gain of 8. We got a flag down. And if I had to guess, it's against Denver. It is. It's another hold on Wattenberg, and you know what that means? Foot on the desk, gun to the foot, bang. Man, it's just a rough night for Luke Wattenberg so far. Couple of holding penalties. You've got, what was the other one? The illegal man, or the ineligible man downfield penalty from the center position. It's rough night for Wattenberg, unfortunately. So instead of 2nd and 1, it's going to be, instead of 2nd and 1, you got 1st and 19, 2-by-1 set for Nix. Running back to his right, it's a gun set. Nix barely gets the play off. And another flag. Nix just dirts the ball in frustration. And it's another penalty on Wattenberg. Snap infraction. Back him up 5. 2nd and 24. And I'm getting really tired of doing this. Ow. I hit my ankle and now I'm sad. I liked my ankle. 14-27 to go in this fourth quarter. Broncos with an 18-point lead. Broncos shooting themselves in the foot a lot. Nick's in the gun, gonna drop back. It's a 2-by-2 set. Deep drop for Nix. Now he's going deep middle. And Franklin can't hang on. He was streaking down the middle of the secondary. Nix drops it in the bucket, and Franklin just couldn't hang on. Oh my God, it's just right from the slot. It just goes right through Franklin's arms. Joe Buck's saying that it's on Bo. That goes right through Franklin's arms. So you got 2 receivers stacked on the right side. Nix back in the gun. Nix rolls to his left, able to toss it out to Harvey. Harvey dances around a little bit with Demetrius Knight. It's only about a gain of 2. Sets up 3rd and 95 billion light years. And by that, I mean 3rd and 20. Clock ticks under 14 minutes. Nix certainly frustrated, especially after that Franklin drop, and I don't blame him. That's a touchdown if Franklin's able to corral it. It just went right through his arms. I don't care what anyone says. It's a good ball. Bo's in an empty set, making a quick change to the play at the line. Play clock to 3, gets the snap off. Nix just finds a guy over the middle. That's Evan Ingram. And that's going to bring up the Broncos punt team. Call it a gain of 10. Nix looks pissed. That gets him over 300 yards for the game. But another Broncos drive sputters because of stupid penalties. A lot of them on Mr. Wattenberg, that Broncos center. So second half offense for the Broncos so far has completely sputtered. 21 in the first half and nothing since. So punt by Crawshaw. Snap it from the 44. They're going to run the clock down. Here we go. Crawshaw boots this thing. Bit of a line drive. And fielded and fair caught at the 16 by Tinsley. Bengal ball. Just a rough series of events here. Offense is just, both teams are, they just, they've got an MP5. All right, man, listen. Both teams in this game, there's been so many penalties on the Broncos doing stupid shit, on the Bengals doing stupid shit. Both teams, all right, have just had, like an MP5 or like some akimbo wheeled pistols and are just going boom, 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 into the foot. I don't know. I'm becoming delusional from the amount of penalties in this goddamn game. I'm becoming delusional from the amount of penalties in this goddamn game. There are so many penalties. And I'm losing my marbles a little, okay? The amount of penalties are making me lose my goddamn mind. I can't do it anymore, man. Oh my god. And the Broncos offense has been it's been just such a tease tonight. They're just teasing. They're teasing. Oh, I'm still so mad about that Troy Franklin drop, dude. That Knicks just dropped it right in the bucket for him, and it just goes right through Franklin's arms. And I can't. All right, you've got that. That would have been a touchdown, if not a massive conversion. And it's just hard. A little. All right, man. It's very difficult. I'm a little sad right now. Okay, so if I do this and I just like stretch it a bit, because I'm gonna put it in. So what does that do? Okay, I'm gonna have to get back to the game here in a second. All right, I'm coming back to the game. I was trying to edit a short, but it is what it is. Alrighty. 12:47 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bengals are going to be taking over at their own 16-yard line. Browning. It'll be a trip set until it's not. Becomes a 2x2 as Chase motions to the right side. Bengals going from left to right of the screen. Browning drops back in the gun. Had some pressure, able to get it out. And Brown makes a catch and is able to go forward for 12 there. Get the Bengals to their own 28. And clock ticks below 12.5 to go in the game. Holy Broncos yards to the Bengals. 416 to 153. As it sits now, gun set for Jake Browning. Chase Brown to his right. It'll be trip set left with Chase motioning into the slot. Browning back, short drop. Browning finds a guy and loses it. Drop by Chase. Good coverage by Singleton and McMillan. They were both in there. Looked like somebody pried it out, but also a bit of an awkward position that Chase tried to catch it from. 2nd and 10 now for Cincinnati. Unable to really get anything going there. All right, I'm going to see if this renders the way I want it to. Alrighty, gun set for Cincinnati, empty set for Browning. 2 to the left, 3 right, it looked like. Browning moving in the pocket. John Franklin Myers will swing him down, able to scoop in a bear claw and collapse on top of him. Myers able to find a sack on that one, and that is going to set the Bengals back. Couple of yards on that. Good interior rush there. Broncos able to get pressure with 4 guys. Cooper coming from the right side. Benito, if it weren't for the step up, had a chance, but Franklin Myers collapses. 3rd and 16, Cincy. 3-by-1 set. Browning gonna roll out to his right. Benito chasing, and it's incomplete. Looking for Samaje Perine, and that's gonna be a quick out there for Cincinnati. They do manage a first down, but nothing after that. John Franklin Myers with a massive sack on that drive. Loss of 6. So the Bengals still unable to really get anything going in the second half here. 11:21 on the clock, 4th and 16. Cincinnati getting set to punt. Here's the kick from almost blocked. Guy almost got through there. It's going to roll into Mims's hands at the 20, and he won't get much further than that. Gets up to the 23 before he is taken down. 11:09 to go in the game. 1st and 10, Broncos ball. All right, and we're going to see commercial break in Cincinnati. All right, well, I have done something wrong, apparently. I'm just trying to edit another short. And, yep, it is gone wrong. I did something wrong, and I need to just properly render this the way that I had it. Custom res, vertical res, render queue, replace. We'll just call this, I don't know, losing my marbles. Perfect. Gonna render up another short here. I'm cooking in the kitchen on these shorts. I'm my own editor, unfortunately. I don't have a guy that I can send these clips to, sadly. Otherwise, I totally would. Otherwise, I absolutely would. All right, well, now it's not even giving it to me picture-in-picture, so I just got to go for audio cues here. All right, let me find the thing here. Where is my... Oh, it's, okay, no, I just need to search in here. All right. Here's my short offering, YouTube. We are still in commercial break. You are not missing anything in the game if you were concerned or curious. Still in ad break. You're not missing out on anything. Let's see. NFL shorts. Perfect. Need to get a related video on this, please. Unless it's just not gonna let me. Game is back. All right, public. I can go screw with that later. Getting a short up. So here we go. Broncos trying to get to 500. Ball is now there. Single back. It's a pitch out to the right side for J.K. Dobbins following McGlinchey. Now able to wiggle around a little bit, and Dobbins will fight forward. It's a gain of 11 for the Broncos. It'll get them up outside of their own 30-yard line, up to about their 33, 34. Great blocking there by the line. You've got Dobbins averaging 5.9 a carry. Not quite 6. 11 carries, 65 yards. 10:40 to go in the game here. Broncos just looking to sizzle this one away. Get an AFC win here to avenge a division loss and a loss to the Colts. Trying to get back in the win column. Single back set for Nix. Adkins going to go left to right. Nix hands off again to Dobbins. Dobbins forces forward. Dobbins able to get forward. Dives for 6. So Broncos just gonna seem content to keep pounding the ball. Oh my God, keep pounding the rock here, and just try and sift this one away like it's sand in an hourglass. 2nd and 4 for the Broncos. See if they try to get pretty with it here as the clock ticks under 10 to go. Broncos with an 18-point lead, looking like they'll get back in the win column. Dobbins remains in the game. Single back set with an offset wing. Nix, another handoff. We're going to see Dobbins bounce left and then bounces back inside a little bit. Kind of stretches. It'll set up 3rd and 3 now for the Broncos. Jenkins able to bring him down. So Dobbins trying to creep close to 70 yards here. Looks like he's going to come out of the game. 74 yards on the night for J.K. Dobbins on 13 carries. Clock ticks under 9:20 to go. 3rd and 1. You've got R.J. Harvey in the game now. Gun set for Nix. Troutman gonna motion left to right side. Nix with the snap. Roll out. Finds a guy. That is Marvin Mims. Just a little rollout concept for a 3rd down conversion. You need one. You got a lot more than that. So Bo Nix having himself a great night. Bengals looking a little dead on the sideline. Definitely looking sad about how this game has gone so far. Clock ticks below 8:45. And Broncos definitely just trying to kill this game before they got to go out to Philadelphia. Play clock down to 6. Clock below 8.5 to go. Nix, single back set. Pitch out over to Dobbins, who's able to barely get back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down by 2 different Bengals there. Trey Hendrickson and then a defensive back coming in from the secondary. It's a gain of maybe half a yard, maybe a full yard. He kind of got folded a little bit too on that play, so less than ideal for him. He will remain in the game. Need this momentum for Philly? Oh, absolutely. Philly's going to be a hell of a game. Clock under 7:50 now. Nix in an eye set. You've got Prentice in the game. Nix will hand off again to Dobbins. Dobbins scampers left side. Dobbins hanging on to the ball. Got a Bengal trying to rip it out, and they don't succeed. Turner rode his arms trying to pry the ball out. And Dobbins able to rumble forward for a 1st down. Dobbins protecting the football perfectly. Keeps the legs churning and is able to run through that. Turner and another Bengal trying to rip it free. And Dobbins just tells him to fuck off, quite frankly. 85 yards for J.K. Dobbins. Trying to be the first Bronco back in multiple seasons to have 100 yards in a game. Single back set now for Nix. Mims, orbit motion, fakes the end around, tosses out to Dobbins left side. Dobbins with an opening. Dobbins might be over 100. Dobbins might have just got over 100. That looked like a gain of 15. 101. Take him out. Take him out. Take him out. Take him out of the game. He is the first Denver 100-yard rusher in 38 games. Take him out. Take him out. R.J. Harvey show. Take him out. Get him out. Get him out of the game. Make sure he can't lose that. Okay, he's out. Nix in the gun. Hands off to Harvey. Harvey makes a man miss at the line and is able to fall forward for a gain of 3 or 4. And it certainly does seem like J.K. Dobbins might not be coming back into this game. Broncos are just sifting this 4th quarter away. 6:04 to go on the clock. 164 rushing yards on the night. Broncos have ran the ball well this year. They just haven't committed to it enough. 5.2 yards a carry on the season. 5.5 as a group tonight. Single back set. Play clock down to 4. Now 3. Nix barely gets the snap off. Another handoff to Harvey. He had an opening to the left side, but it closed up quickly. A couple of D linemen closed down on him, and that will set up 3rd down. Harvey had a bit of an opening right there if he cut a little earlier. Just unable to find anything. Sets up 3rd and 5 now for Denver. Oh, okay, throw itches. Empty set for Bo now, 3 to the right. And it will now isolate Ingram on the left side as he fills the backfield again. House by Bengals, and that is a touchdown. R.J. Harvey, nobody covered the back, and Bo Nix able to just toss a little floater to him for an easy touchdown. 12-yard receiving touchdown for number 12. And the Broncos will extend that lead. They're going to make it 25 with 4:58 to go in the game. So here's what happens. Bengals absolutely send the house on this. That's a 7-man rush. Nix just sees Harvey leak out wide open, tosses it to him on the left side. Easiest touchdown of the year for Denver, I'd argue. You got Lutz on now for the extra point. It is down, and it is good. Looked like it was close to getting blocked. They're going down. And what do you know? Another touchdown pass for Nix. Nix wasn't even looking at the touchdown. He knew he was jogging backwards. Nix out here clowning, bro. So, Broncos offense able to put together a ridiculously good drive here to likely cap off the night. A lot of rushing yards there from J.K. Dobbins. He's likely done for the night. R.J. Harvey able to get a receiving touchdown into the end zone. And the Denver Broncos are on their way to their second win of the year. They will match Cincinnati in record at 2-2. Reaction and analysis is probably going to have to come out a little later in the week, unfortunately. Full-time job and all that fun jazz. I don't have enough time to talk about football, unfortunately. Makes things a little harder on me, but I will certainly be attempting to get a little bit, or to get an episode in here within the next few days, ideally maybe Wednesday. Probably try and write it tomorrow, and then we'll and then record and edit it Wednesday. Gonna try and not gonna try and go crazy with it, just so I can get something up, more or less. Yeah, no, it's great game so far. Obviously, it's not done. We still got a little bit of time on the clock, 4:58 when we were last checking. Appreciate everybody for being here. Certainly made my night. Always love to have a good Monday night stream. Certainly, it hasn't touched the numbers of my other stream, but of course, I'm always thankful for anyone here, so I appreciate all of ya. We got 5 minutes left of the game. We'll do some kind of, like a little bit of a post-game show afterwards. I'll probably change the title, or I'll just fire up a new stream. We'll just do it live. Fuck it, we'll just do it live. Here we go, 28-3, Denver lead. Denver getting set to kick this thing back to Cincinnati. And this could be the momentum swing, the momentum win, the get-right win for the Broncos as they travel to Philadelphia. They will be road underdogs in that game for sure against the defending Super Bowl champions. Lutz gets this thing into the air. And it's going to fly out of the end zone, hits the crossbar. Convince me that shouldn't be a point. Convince me that shouldn't be a point somehow, man. Come on. If you hit the crossbar with a kickoff, give me the CFL rules. Make it a point. I don't care. It's so hard to hit the crossbar. So, be sure to sub and like the channel. Agreed. This man knows what he's talking about. Like the stream, sub to the channel, shameless plug. 4:58 to go on the clock. Single back set for the Bengals now. And we got a flag down. And it's a false start on Cincinnati. You know what that means. Bang, 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 bang in the foot. Thumbs up, yes sir. Thumbs up. Bunch of shots in the foot for the Cincinnati penalties. Man, the Broncos fans are loving this. 1st and 15, single back from the 30 now for Browning. We're going to see Yoshivasco in motion. He takes an end around and he gets clobbered down after a gain of 4. Singleton and I believe Talanoa Hufunga in on the tackle. I believe that's the first time I've said his name all game. So it goes as a gain of 5, 2nd and 10. We are back to the original line of scrimmage. Bengals just trying to get anything going here, just to get any, oh my god, I'm losing my words. Trying to get something positive going into next week here. Bit of a drive for pride. Trips left for Browning in the gun. Running back to his right side, that is Brown. Browning with the snap, quick drop, little flat route out to Jamar Chase, and he gets a blocker shoved back into him before Singleton comes to clean that thing up. No gain, or very minimal gain there for Jamar Chase. Clock will tick under 4 minutes. They call it a gain of 1. Bengals try a little bit of a screen or a little bit of a rub on that and unable to get anywhere. Jamar Chase just gets a blocker shoved back into his face. 3rd and 9 now for Cincinnati. 3:45 on the clock. Another gun set. Trips right. We're going to see Pirine come up as a personal protector for Browning here. Broncos showed blitz and then backed up. It's over to Higgins, and the tackle is made by Alex Singleton short of the sticks. It's going to set up 4th and 3, and if you're Cincinnati at this point, you might as well go for it. You got nothing doing. Are they going to punt? I mean, at this point, why do you even... You're down by 25. You might as well go for it on 4th and 3, but it appears we're going to get a Rico punt. Broncos defense coming off of the field. Yup, Rico on to punt. It's going to boot this thing into the mile-high sky. That'll bounce. It's another shank. Broncos are going to get the ball at their own 18. When he could have easily pinned them even further back. So they are inside their own 20. They spotted at the 19-yard line. 2:52 to go on the clock now. And it's just been an absolute miserable game if you're a Cincinnati fan. Outside of that first drive, the Bengals have had nothing going. Jake Browning has not looked great. So Broncos probably just looking to salt this game out now. I form for Nix. Harvey in the backfield with Prentice. Hand off to Harvey, going left. He's going to just shove himself forward, and he's able to kind of slide through. Looks like he managed to gain a 4 on that one. I call it gain at 3. It's probably closer to 3.5. And holy injury list for Joe Burrow. My God. Wow. ACL, MCL, appendectomy, whatever, however you say, a lot of shit for Burrow. Single back snap for Nix, toss out left side to Harvey. Harvey following a blocker, breaks a tackle, first down, gain of 7. That'll be a first down for the Broncos, thrown down by Slayton, big number 98 for Cincinnati. I believe that is number 98 for Cincinnati, and that will run the clock to the 2-minute, maybe. Clock is stopped at 2:11. I guess he got out of bounds is what ended up happening. Kind of got thrown out of bounds on that. Bengals brass looking absolutely depressed. I see that Dennis Smith jersey in the stands. Whoever that guy is, I like him. Harvey in a single back set. Got a motion man in Mims. Toss out right now to Harvey. Harvey able to work around a man and a poor block, and he scampers forward for 9. And he gets shoved out of bounds. 2:05 to go on the clock, so the Bengals can't even let this run to the 2-minute warning. 2:05 for the Broncos to go. It's a gain of 9. RJ Harvey getting close to 100 total yards. He's got the receiving touchdown, 40 receiving yards, 55 on the ground. Both Broncos backs have had a really good night so far. Harvey's been on less carries, obviously, and then you've got Dobbins, 17 for 101. 2:05 on the clock. This should be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 1 now for Denver. Adkins on the sideline. Single back set. Nix will hand it off once again. Harvey will fight forward. He needed 1. It looked like he got 3. And that'll run us to the 2-minute warning. Broncos winning 28-3 on their way to their second victory of the year. A much-needed win going into Philadelphia. And man, that's rough for Denver. You got to go to Philly, play the defending Super Bowl champs on a short week. If Denver ever needed a get-right game or a momentum game, it was this game tonight. It was this game tonight. And I'll say it again. I mean, if there was a time for Denver to have a get-right game, it was tonight. As it stands, as I start recording this, I do want to get an upload up, so I am going to kind of turn this into the post-game. There are 2 minutes to go as I begin recording this. Broncos winning 28-3. I believe this score will hold unless they go down for a touchdown here in the final 2 minutes. Very good chance they just kneel it out. A lot of good things, a lot of negatives, a lot of foot shooting by both teams. There's a lot going on in this game. If you have enjoyed my streams previously, if you enjoyed this episode of Crushin' It, then let me know by leaving a like. Let me know what you think of the Broncos' performance in the comments below. Let me know what you'd rate it. You know, you gonna give them a B? You gonna give them a B plus, A minus? Me personally, I'm feeling a B, and I'll get into those reasons soon. Now, offensively, here's what we got to talk about. And the stats aren't final yet. Obviously, Broncos still have the ball at this point. Absolute clinic of a running game for Denver. You've got J.K. Dobbins breaking the Broncos' 100-yardless streak of 38 games. Wild stat. I don't think anyone's done it since Latavius Murray at the end of 2022 after Nat Hackett got fired. So that's a long time to have no 100-yard rusher. So the Broncos certainly happy with that. RJ Harvey, as we speak, having himself a nice game as well. He's got the touchdown reception. Bo Nix has a nice little rebound game after some up and down starts to the year. He had a red zone interception that you easily could have avoided. I felt like there were a lot of better things that Nix could have done on that, for sure. But alas, you know, Broncos have got a 500-yard night, and when was the last time we saw an offense do that? They are kneeling the ball as we speak, so we will start recording this post-game show, and fuck it, we're going to do it live. Broncos are kneeling this ball out. These stats are final. Let's talk about this goddamn offense. 500-plus yards of offense. When it's all said and done, it's probably going to be like 512. Let's talk about it. Bo Nix having an absolute stunner of a game. I got to refresh for the numbers here because I was behind. 29 of 42, 326, 2 touchdowns, the aforementioned interception in the red zone. And it was a great play by the Bengals linebacker, Demetrius Knight, I believe is his name, number 44. Just an outstanding play by Knight on that, just to not bobble that. But let's talk about this rushing game, man, and then we'll get into the receiving game. J.K. Dobbins goes 16 to 101, so I was wrong on the carries, right on the yards. Doesn't end up getting a touchdown, but that is okay. He breaks Denver's 100-yardless streak. Meanwhile, in relief, you've got R.J. Harvey going 14 carries for 58 yards. That's still 4.1 a carry. It was a damn good game from Harvey as well, and we'll get into him again in a minute. Mims takes a 16-yard run to the house. Nix able to scramble around a little bit. Manages a touchdown himself. It was a 6-yard scamper, and then Adam Prentice, the fullback, number 46, able to get in on the action. He has a 4-yard carry that converted a first down for Denver. Meanwhile, in the receiving game, you've got a lot of different numbers going on. Game has officially ended. Let's do this speed round. Sutton 5 for 81 and a crazy touchdown catch that I made a short about earlier. Obviously, I can't show the footage. I would love to. Yeah, we're going to start quick firing some of this post-game stuff here. Marvin Mims 6 for 69. Troy Franklin 4 for 55. He had a crucial drop on 2nd and 20-something. The announcers were kind of bitching about Bo Nix and his footwork, saying he kind of ran up in the pocket. That throw was still perfectly dead in the bucket for Troy Franklin to catch, and it just sails through his hands. You know, physical reenactment here. It's over through the arms. Franklin absolutely fumbled on that, and I think this offense is still figuring out some kinks, which is crazy to say through week 4, but it's a Sean Payton offense. I get it. Doesn't quite feel like the chemistry's all there. And, you know, I'm not going to look too hard into it tonight because of how damn good the Broncos played and how damn good Bo Nix played. But my God, Bo Nix's number should have been fucking even better. And honestly, Franklin probably should have had 100 yards and a touchdown if he doesn't drop that ball. Sorry, my voice is kind of hoarse from all the commentary before this, but fuck it, we're doing it live. RJ Harvey's got 4 catches, 40 yards and a touchdown. It was just a nice little flick from Bo. Bengals sent the house. It was a 7-man blitz. Nobody picks up your boy RJ Harvey. Easy touchdown. Troutman's got 2 for 32. Engram finally makes an appearance after being out last week, 4 for 29. I don't think that signing is working out as good as many of us thought, and maybe I was a little overhyped when Denver signed Evan Engram. My God. Tyler Bidet gets an 11-yard catch. Adkins is 2 for 5, so he's able to not end up in the negatives. He had a catch go for -2 on tight end screen. Denver called for some reason. Dobbins has a 4-yard catch, and then Brian got targeted at some point in the game. Defensively, my God, shut down some standout guys. You got Nick Benito goes sack and a half. JFM gets a sack, and then Cooper has got the other half to Benito. So it's really only a 3-sack game for the Broncos, but the pressure was there on Jake Browning all day. Now, no forced turnovers by the Broncos, unfortunately. Denver was really close to having a second turnover. Marvin Mims with kind of his second bobble. He's lucky that the rules are written the way that they are. Otherwise, that's a Bengals turnover, and that could have swung the momentum. The game was still 21-3, and that would have given the Bengals, prime position to go in, make that, and, at the very worst for them, a 12-point game if they go for 2 and don't get it. Likely an 11 or 10-point game, whatever they end up doing. Crawshaw had a 62-yard punt. It did go for a touchback, unfortunately, so it obviously only nets for 42. He averages 49.8 yards a kick. Good work from him. Now let's go look at these total numbers. There's a lot of good and a lot of shit that pisses me off. Broncos total yardage, 512, and I called it earlier. You gotta like the video for that. Whether you're watching this live or you're watching this after the fact, you gotta like for that. Okay, I don't give a fuck. 326 passing yards. Bo Nix, clean uniform today. No sacks allowed by the Broncos offensive line. 186 rushing yards by your Denver Broncos. 101, obviously coming from Dobbins, and then the rest being picked up by everybody. Refs were after the Bengals this time. It seemed like it on that first call, but I mean, like, every other call I feel like was justified after that. And maybe I wasn't, like, paying too close of attention to kind of where they called or where they showed on the replay. But it really felt like, and we'll get into it because the Broncos had more penalty yards than the fucking Bengals did. So we're going to get into that, all right? Even still, Denver comes out with 29 first downs. You go 8 for 14 on third down. And the one thing that I really bitched about last week was third down efficiency on both sides of the ball. We'll get into that defensively later. Denver goes 8 for 14 offensively on third down. And they did it by avoiding those third and forever situations for the most part. They're keeping it in third and manageable, 3rd and 4 and shorter, really. And, we saw that, I believe it was 3rd and 1 for Denver in the red zone, and Nix is able to take a 6-yard touchdown. Like, they found different ways to convert, even on, like, their real, not like their final drive. Maybe it was like their final actual drive or the one before that, but like it's another 3rd and 1. Nix just gets a nice little rollout and tosses it to Mims. And easy conversion, just a good designed little rollout there. You've got Mims on a flat. The Broncos were good on third down. They didn't get the 1 4th down they tried. That was the pick that Nix threw, which, halfway like Nix, what the fuck are you looking at on that? On the other hand, great play by the defender. And I think I did understand what Nix was seeing on that. I think he had Troy Franklin in the corner, kind of. He either didn't see Demetrius Knight or he thought he could force it past him. Didn't happen. Interception. It's 4th down anyways. The difference is, did they get the ball on the 3 or did they get the ball on the 20 at that point? Like, it becomes an arm punt for -17. Obviously not great, but you know how it goes. So yeah, 0 for 1 on 4th down. They run 80 total plays, no sacks, only had to punt 4 times. Now, what really is going to get me a little riled up here is the penalty game. It was sloppy from Denver. especially on the offensive side of the ball. And really, if you want to highlight a guy, man, Luke Wattenberg had a rough night, dude. Luke Wattenberg had a rough fucking night. Bunch of penalties called on him, couple of holding calls. He had a, what was it? He had a snap infraction is what they called on it. And then after, or not after, before that too. And there were 3 on the same drive that were like 3 out of 4 plays that Denver ran in that sequence. You got a hold, you got an ineligible man downfield, you got a snap infraction, drive's dead. You know, Broncos are putting their feet up on the desk like a target and fucking what have you. So not great on that front. Defensively, the penalties seem to clean themselves up after that first quarter. Still not ideal. You can't go into Philadelphia, give them 72 penalty yards, and expect to win. That is something that Denver's got to clean up. And I don't know if that was the refs just kind of calling some ticky-tacky shit, but whatever the case is, you have to clean that up. Absolutely have to clean that up. Now, I'm going to go gush about the defense as we talk about the Bengals' offensive numbers. Because, my God, this was such a good game from the defense. Now, I was skeptical. After that first drive, you let Jake Browning go down, drive on you, get a field goal. I was scared for a minute, okay? I'm not going to lie. And then the rest of the game transpires, and Denver's defense is lights out. No forced turnovers, like I said, but they honestly didn't need them tonight. 159 total yards from the Bengals, 106 total passing yards, which that won't reflect in Jake Browning's number because that's including sacks. Only 53 on the ground, and they only go for 3.7 yards a pop per play. Only 10 Bengal first downs, and now here's where we flip that third down efficiency spot. Denver holds the Bengals to 2 of 11 on third down. Now, first of all, where the fuck was that against the Chargers, okay? Where the fuck was that defense against the Chargers? Secondly, outstanding showing nonetheless. You get a couple of crucial sacks on those third downs. You forced the Bengals into 3rd and long all goddamn game. All Monday night, the Bengals, it was 3rd and 7 or worse. And in many cases, it was 3rd and double digits for them. And part of that was inflicted by their own penalties. They go 11 penalties for 65 yards. They definitely had one that was ticky-tacky, and it was the one that set up that shanked punt into the Broncos' first touchdown drive. I don't think that was a false start on Karras. So if you want my opinion about it, I thought it was it was a weak fucking call. It's something they called nonetheless. Bengal, and I mean, even then, you know, it reduces your penalties to 10 for 60. So it's still a sloppy game by Cincinnati as well, on top of everything going wrong, on top of, you know, going from Joe Burrow to Jake Browning. I mean, I was going to make some sort of comparison joke or something, but I honestly had nothing. You know, probably, you know, Charlie Whitehurst to be here in the next 5 years or whatever. All he needs is a beard, and he can be the second coming of clipboard Jesus. Bengals only held the ball for 22 minutes. Broncos had it for 38. It was a ridiculously good showing from this Broncos defense. They kept making plays. They kept getting off of the field. And this is the type of momentum and the type of the game that the Broncos need to be able to play to beat Philadelphia. Obviously, Philly's a powerhouse, but I look at it this way. If Tampa can almost beat Philly, because Tampa made that game close, I definitely think Denver can walk into Philly. They're not going to blow Philly out by any means, obviously, but I think Denver can go into Philadelphia and steal a victory. Of course, I always have to believe in my team, and I do. I believe in this Broncos team, and really, if they can just clean up a couple of things. If you can clean up a missed catch that goes for 40 plus, I'm talking to Troy Franklin here. If you're Bowen, you can clean up the red zone turnover, you're gonna do fine. Really too. And what Denver's gonna have to worry about going into Philadelphia is running the ball. Now we're gonna go pull up some defensive rankings real quick. And again, we're doing this live. I'm recording it live. I'm trying to go as fast as I can because, you know, I definitely, you know, do have work tomorrow, so we got to kind of speed through this. I still got to edit this. But I do want to do a little keys to victory going into Philadelphia here, just because I do feel it important, right? Broncos offense, and I don't think it's counting this game yet, Broncos offense is bottom half of the league. They're about to shoot up into like some of the top couple because of this 500-yard performance in total yards. You look at passing games, it hasn't been great for Denver. It's been like 178, I think, per game. Their rushing offense has been good this year, though. They just haven't leaned on it. Going into Philadelphia, you are going to have to find a way to run the goddamn football. Where is Philly in this ranking here? So, like, okay, so Philly's defense, kind of average, a little below average, but we go look at the rushing yards per game by each team. I mean, man, Philly's rush D isn't that well. So you got a Broncos offense that's averaging over 100 yards a game on the ground going into Philadelphia where their rush defense isn't that great. If Bo Nix takes a back seat next week, don't be shocked because they're likely going to lean on Dobbins and Harvey. And it's what the Broncos are going to have to do to keep Jalen Hurts and whatever the fuck offense the Phillies, I'm thinking about baseball. I've been thinking about baseball a lot lately. To keep Philadelphia off the field, you're going to have to lean on your run game. And the Broncos defense is really going to have to prove themselves here. I'm going to be 100%. This Broncos defense is going to have to put up or shut up against Philadelphia because we've been hyping them up all season. You've had your get right game. The Broncos got to find a way to not just, shove Hurts off of the field, but you've also got to find a way to create a couple of turnovers and take away some possessions from Philadelphia. I think Denver can go into Philly and win. I really do. It's not going to be a blowout by any means, but I think if you're the Broncos and you can establish the run early against what is a weaker Philly run defense, you've got a chance. Overall, because of the penalties and because of the red zone turnover, I'm going to give this game a grade of a B. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed the video by liking and subscribing, trying to push to ideally 200 before midseason. That'd be cool as hell. Yeah, share the video with your friends if they're Broncos fans, or even if they're not. Let's, I don't know, invade a little bit. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful night. I'm going to try and have this video up probably within the next 20 minutes. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Hopefully I can find some time to get a little more of a preview episode put up. I just got to fight my work schedule. So yeah, again, thank you everybody for watching. This has been Branson Miles Smith on Crushin' It, and I will see you all in the next